Happy Friday. I hope everyone is well. Hope all is well with y'all, family. Full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Any and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discretion is advised. Please do your own homework and research for proper discernment. If you've been here from the beginning, I send deep divine abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity. And if you're new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe to the notification bell so you can be notified when we go up. Anyone and everyone who has ever sown a seed with me, it will be returned 100-fold as the Most High is using you as a divine vessel to divine support yours truly, because all about divine support. I just want to say, grace, guidance, and thanks, peace and prosperity to you and yours. Never goes unnoticed, really does help the channel, the foundation of well-being. If you'd like to do the same, check the links in the video description or the About tab on the channel. I want to address a couple of things because I notice as we going through this transition, I'm being tested and tempted a lot. And things that have been transpiring have only been causing me to self-reflect. Corey Lee, what's good? Definitely smash the like button if you're piling in. Smash the like button. I want to address a couple things because my environment has been causing me to behave or carry myself very timid and rigid. Is that the word I'm looking for? Let me look it up real quick to make sure I'm not sounding foolish. Timid, nah, partially, maybe rigid. I don't know. I've been explosive lately. Let's just go with that. I've been reacting real explosive lately. And Pam, greetings, Pam. Yo, I got the amethyst and the clear quartz in the mail this rotation. I don't know where's your fluorite. It needs to hurry up, honestly. Anyhow, we will get there. I want to address a couple things, you feel me? Because first and foremost, let's address Kennedy because he has been spamming comments outside of live streaming. He can't comment on the live chat yet. You know what I'm saying? Greetings, love and light always. He can't comment yet. His 24 hours is almost up, but he's probably most likely watching as we speak. Listen, one thing about me, I know how to read between the lines and I feel energy. You get me? So it doesn't matter what you say, it's how you say it and the intention behind it. You called me hungry. You said I'm overreacting. How are you gonna tell me how to feel about my internal feelings? If I feel offended, if you are continuously rubbing me wrong, I am gonna react. It took me quite some time. So I'm doing my best because yes, I notice you comment, you come to every respectfully, and I acknowledge that 100,000%. However, have some respect, bro. If you see it's causing corrosion and friction, pipe down, bro. You feel me? I'm doing my best not to ban you. Honestly, just relax, brother. Relax. We are from two different areas, and obviously, we don't understand or understand the same things. You get what I'm saying? So to find balance, just relax some, brother. Now, however, right? Let me pull this up because I'm going to say this. I'm going to read this first. I'm going to say what I got to say, and then I'm going to tell y'all the outcome. All right? Hold on one second. Hold on one second, Haven. Disregard that right there. Don't even worry about that right there. Boom. Let's go ahead, right? And let's go to the comments. Right here. I can't even read it yet. I can't even read it. Damn, bro. But anyway, Cherie Terrell Baker. I wish I could really hide this notification. No, I want to, let me see if I can pull this up properly because I want to address this properly because it seems like me having transparency, full transparency, y'all got it twisted. You feel me, Haven? It's like some of y'all in the back, y'all got it twisted because I'm full transparent. Like, y'all wouldn't know nothing about nothing if I wasn't fully transparent to begin with. One. Two, right? Hold on, bro. Let me just go find this damn comment because it's like I gotta address this right here, bro. And I don't even know exactly how to do it. Like, hold on one second. Because now, we not doing that. I gotta find it, and I don't know where it's at. I don't know how to. I don't really know. There go my mom. Okay, right here. Hidden users. Let's remove her from hidden. Remove from hidden for a second. Save. Now let's see if the comment pops up now. All right. Hold on now. I mean, one step at a time, maybe. Because I gotta address. I have to address this. Like, it's like y'all got my full transparency. Y'all got it twisted. You hear me? Now let's go back. Well, apparently I can't pull it back up, bro. That's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate, bro. I really want to see this damn comment and I can't anymore. So, you know what? I'm just going to go back and I'm going to try to, nah, you see? Damn, I blew it. I should have waited. I really should have waited to ban this person from the channel. However, though, you don't. The thing with these people, right? I'm fully transparent, and it's alright. It's alright. Don't worry about it. She was saying something along the lines of, "Yo, you asking for money? You used to be my favorite YouTuber. This, and that, and you asking for money. You have the nerve to say you can't afford soap, but you bought a $207 bike." First and foremost, you wouldn't know nothing if I was not fully transparent to begin with. 1, 2, right? I don't really listen. This inorganic 83 being that's commenting on my stuff, I'm a real person, not an NPC. So I don't have the things that you have in this matrix that is designed for you to win and for me to lose. You get what I'm saying? I don't have full mental support, full energetic support. I'm not talking about financial support. Now, you said I was lazy. I said about walking places. Am I lazy getting things done to organize life? Absolutely not. This is how I get it done right here. So for me to say, you guys, if you can, you're not obligated to donate. What is the problem with that? It's like these people on the internet is crazy to me. This is my form of income. I'm not going to support the companies that don't give about me and my people. I'm not going to kill myself for people and things who don't really give a F about us. So with that being said, I can't even fully read the comment and really address it how I want to address it. But from here on out, full transparency is out the window. We're turning that down a big notch. Not just a notch, not just a little. We're turning it down a whole lot. You feel me? Because y'all got it twisted. I don't live by societal norms, 1. 2, who are you to dictate how you feel about my personal life? Yet I know nothing about you. You could be an NPC for all I know, trying to come trigger me and throw me off. So, ta-ta, Cherie. You don't have to be here. You don't have to subscribe. I'm glad that you unsubscribed and you no longer resonate with me. I'm glad about it. Don't come back. Stay where you at. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. We're doing things a bit differently this rotation. We gonna chill. We gonna kick it. I hope she come back so I could ban her again, because I unbanned her like an idiot and trying to read that comment. And I want to ban her. I want to keep her banned, but I can't. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. You get what I'm saying? I want to ban the person so bad. I just don't know how to do it now, because I unbanned her and now the comment is gone. This, that. I don't know, man. However, we gonna keep it pushing, man. Because I don't got time for the shenanigans and these people thinking they know me personally just because of what I present on this damn internet to these people. Yo, Eric McAllister, what's good, bro? What's good, brother? What's good, tribe? How you doing? How you feeling this rotation? I just had to address that real quick because it's like people got it twisted. You feel me, Haven? Real talk. People got it twisted. My full transparency is just me talking and walking my truth. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, ta-ta, you don't gotta come back, dear. Okay? Inorganic 83s be having the nerve. Anyhow, let's get it going, Haven. Let's get it going, because we vibing tonight. We doing something a little different tonight. I'm proud of you, Eric McAllister. I'm proud of you, bro. Keep doing that. Keep doing it. You feel me? It looks good on all of us when we doing great, doing good, keeping it positive. X, Y, Z. Get what I'm saying? Oh no, I'm not stressed out, bro. But I'm tired of being quiet. Nah, I'm gonna walk my truth and honor my ancestors. For the ones who couldn't speak up, for the ones who couldn't walk their truth, for the ones who had to dim their light. Nah, not me. I'm gonna talk my talk. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to tell my story. I'm here to vibe out. Feel me? I'm gonna be myself. If you don't resonate with me, that's great. You're not meant to resonate with me at this time anymore because we are going through a transition. So I give my great scratches and thanks for the mask being lifted and you people being removed. Straight up and down. You feel me? I'm glad about it. Like I said, I addressed Kennedy. When he comes back, he'll be back. But feel me? He's most likely watching. So now that you know, cool, bro. I'm doing my best not to ban you, bro. Just relax. We don't come from the same place. Certain things that's being said is going to rub me wrong the same way. If I said certain things to you, it will rub you wrong. You feel me? And if you feel like I'm doing things wrong, how about you start your own channel? That's all I got to say. Other than that, vibe out, bro. Have some respect, and you will get the common decency of my respect. Let's get it, Avon. We bobbing out tonight. I got my food here. I got tricolor quinoa in the bowl. I got some leftover veggie meat that I made from the previous rotation, blended up chickpeas and walnuts with some partially steamed mangoes on top, with a cup of prune juice because I ain't have no black cherry juice. But I'm about to enjoy this meal. We chilling tonight, y'all. Straight up and down. Let's get it.
Law of detachment.
Law of detachment.
When you detach
This is dedicated to the folks in the back. You hear me, Avon? Let's get it. Hit that like button.
from everything, you attract everything. When you don't need any external energy to complete you, everything becomes inherently attracted to you. When you don't need anything, you gain everything. The best things in life come to you when you aren't searching for them.
What do you think the purpose of life is?
The purpose of life is being kind to others and helping people when they need help. Pretend like this. Eli's pro, right? I gave him some popcorn. And then I started being friends with him. So I gave him a big tight hug. And then I could really just play with him and then I could be like friends with him. So yeah. Can I say something that without a family, like, who would be able to cook for you if you didn't know how to cook? Who would be there for you? Yeah. Who would be like who would love you?
When people don't have families, what do we do?
Or like we help them.
This is beautiful. This is young ones talking like this. And I just find it funny how the 83s just want to know everything about us, but let me not be like that because there's a clip in here that kind of checks us on that and we need to hear it. So let's keep going.
Oh, like adopt them. Yeah.
Everyone on earth is family. They just don't know it. Because at the beginning of time, we all came from, two people. So that none of us can say, you're not my brother or you're not my mother. Because we all came from the same people, right?
Yeah.
So I love that because I think we have to be family to each other. I consider you guys family.
I'm considering you as like a cheaty. Yeah. Without a family, you would like get.
And when you're young, you mostly connected to the spirit, right? So just listen to what they're saying. They know what they're saying. They not just talking.
Get mad and stuff because without love, without anybody cooking for you, it gives you anxiety. And then it gets you mad.
Is time traveling real? Yes, of course. We do it every day. You don't remember? They programmed us that made us believe time only moves forward, but it moves forward and backwards once you pay attention to what's really going on. When time is moving forward, you're thinking about your future. When time is going backwards, you're thinking about your past. Everything is designed around us. When people speak about a time shift, they're speaking about the equinox. The equinox is the only thing that can make a real time shift. What if I told you we have an equinox inside of our body? So many of us is walking around with superpowers and we don't even realize it. We have an equinox or a superpower inside of our body. We just don't use it. Our pineal gland can make us time travel to higher dimensions, lower dimensions, forward and backwards. We move everywhere. Why do you think the elite spend billions of dollars every year trying to brainwash us? That's because they understand that the brain is really a puzzle. So if they keep giving us problems, we gonna keep trying to solve the problem. Now we're about to go deep down the rabbit hole. Just remember, time moves forward and backwards. Check this out. Now, if I was to ask you, what is this image you see on the screen? What would you say? But if I ask you again, what is this image you see on the screen? You might give two different answers. What you
Now, I was going to say that looked like the left and right hemisphere of the brain, but let's keep going.
seeing right here is actually an image of the brain. It looked just like a maze or a puzzle. So how the hell did we get inside of a maze? Now, this is the scary part. You know how they always having us go to school, go to work, get money, pay bills, do this? It's always dealing with numbers, right? Everything is dealing with numbers in the system. Okay. When you punch in, you punch out. Your birthday, the day you die, celebration, holidays. Why is this whole world dealing with numbers? What if I told you our brain is really a clock? And if you understand how the clock works, you will understand how the mind works. When you look at the clock, you see the numbers going in circles all the time. When we get up every day, we go in circles all the time. Did you know the real name of this image is called the clock face?
Well aware, Tommy. I ain't gonna lie. I can feel it and I can tell that my vibration is being tested before I even make a bigger breakthrough, because I've made so many breakthroughs during my transition and progress of ascension. So gratitude for the acknowledgement and for the reminder, because like I said, all these things that have been transpiring just been causing me to self-reflect, and I notice it. I acknowledge it. I take heed to it. I'm not biased. I'm not like that. You get what I'm saying? I just know everything is duality and polarity. You gotta have balance. So yes, there's gonna be times where I channel my dark energy. There's gonna be times where I channel my light energy. I have to have a balance and be sane. So gratitude. There's just more confirmation pretty much from the universe letting me know things like that. So gratitude.
Why they call it the clock face? So many people ask this question: how can we escape the matrix? The clock is trying to tell you, just pay attention to the clock. Just pay attention to the clock. The only way you can escape the matrix is the third eye. The clock face have a third eye. No one is coming back to save us. We must go back within our pineal gland so we can reach the kingdom of heaven, which is the heart.
Okay, so Council, in the year 1561, a fleet of UFOs appeared in the skies over Nuremberg. And when I say a fleet, I mean a fleet exactly like you see in this illustration. Thousands of ships in the sky, almost exactly like what you see going on right now. There's nothing new under the sun. Now check this out. This is Japan, 1844, a drawing of a UFO/drone. This illustration, again, in itself is amazing, but Council, the most amazing part about this is the people said that this came from out of the water. Does it sound familiar? It should. Council, are you starting to see a pattern?
Yes.
Connect the dots. This has been going on for a long time. Check this out. See these people here, all masked up? This is during the Spanish flu. You starting to recognize the time loop yet? Are you starting to see the forest for the trees? It's the same loop. Check this out. This is a painting of their so-called crucifixion. Look up in the background there. What do you see? It is a UFO.
Time out. Am I tripping? Is my eyes deceiving me? Let's go back for a second. I know the cat don't got a COVID mask. I know the cat is not masked up. The cat is masked up, Haven. You don't see no mouth and snout. You don't see no snout, nose, and all that on it. The cat is even masked up. I had to make sure I wasn't tripping.
Check this out. This is a painting of their so-called crucifixion. Look up in the background there. What do you see? It is a UFO/drone. There's nothing new under the sun. What I'm showing you guys is that these are examples of the reset taking place in the loop. This is not the first time we've been through this, but it will be the last. Pay attention. Everything you see going on right now should be confirmation for all the stuff your ancestors laid down for you. All these memory triggers. They told you before that it was just mass hallucinations. There are no UFOs. You're just seeing light from Venus being refracted off of swamp gas. Your mind's playing tricks on you. Well, now we have full confirmation. All these sightings, all of these contacts throughout the years and the decades, it was always real. It was in preparation for exactly what you see going on right now. And those of us who paid attention, we're the ones who are ready and can adapt and will survive in the new range. The rest of them, fam, they're gonna fall away. And the hand of the Most High is fully in operation in this pattern. Don't think for a second any of these goofies are in control. I told you guys, it's not a reset this time. It's full restoration and total recall.
Nice.
Let's go. Bang, bang. Yeah, so these celestial beings have always been in our range. It's always been a part of our pattern. We were just locked off, like I've been telling you guys. It's like we were literally in a box, closed off from the rest of reality. But the box is open, the veil is being lifted, and we can see family for the first time in our lives. We got that sight beyond sight. So tap into your inner self. Listen to the voice within, the voice of the Most High, and it will guide you through these perilous times. We've been through this before, fam. We survived then, and we will survive again. Let's go.
Okay, hold on though. I want to say something. I'm just enjoying my food, and did you guys know you could steam mangoes? Well, I was one of the ones who used to like bacon pineapple or just any topping along with pineapple on my pizza. It's actually good. I get it if you discriminate, if you think it's disgusting, whatever. We all have different taste buds. However, it's actually really, really good, man. Yo, for sure, Tommy, for real. And I mean no harm if you ever feel like I addressed you wrong. That's not the case, man. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, polarity, duality, and sometimes things can be misinterpreted by reading and not hearing the message. So, you feel me? Gratitude. All gratitude. Yeah, these steamed mangoes with my meal is just amazing, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. So, if you're a fruit person, I just want to say, don't be shy to add fruit to your food, or even if that's a side, like a dessert. Like, eat your food and then eat a fruit on the side. Good. Or eat the fruit before you eat so that it could digest properly. If you know, you know. Anyhow, I just want to say that. I give my great gratitude and thanks. And I actually affirmed all of that before I even started eating. So, yeah. Let's get back to it. No mommy. I'm in a great mood. I'm feeling good. Yeah.
What the?
We saw that a while back, but I ain't gonna lie to you, Haven. I recently saw one of they boomerang looking drones fly right over a building when I'm looking out the window. I'm like, yo, there go one of them. Okay, so it is happening in my area. I saw the boomerang drone. Not, you feel me? I'm talking about, it just looked like an arch with 4 lights. That's it. Let's keep going on. That geographic scan. I ain't see that with my own eyes yet.
Yeah, Council. And here, you're looking at another set of green lasers, but these are coming directly out of the atmosphere, and no one has any clue where they were coming from.
Pam.
This is in Hawaii. First, they said it was a NASA satellite. NASA denied it. Then they came out and said it's more than likely China. China denied it. So what is really going on? But anyway, as we move.
Now to a very unusual sight captured on camera. Japanese and local astronomers say a Chinese satellite was recently seen beaming down green lasers over the islands.
It's so good.
This video captured atop the Subaru telescope on Mauna Kea, operated by the National Astronomical Observatory of Japan. Bryce Moore has the story.
The lasers flash for just a couple seconds. Initially thought to be from a NASA altimeter satellite, the Japanese put out a correction note on Monday saying NASA scientists found a most likely candidate as the ACDL instrument by the Chinese Daki-1 AEMS satellite.
So, yeah, Council, this took place way back in the days of 2023, way back in the ancient past. These drones, jets, whatever they were flying over the country and using these green lasers to scan the place. So they claim that these planes were doing topographical surveys, literally, that they were using these green, weird lasers to map the land. Family, let's get serious here. We all know that's a cover story. And now the laser beams that you're looking at right here, this grid, this took place in Hawaii. Well, it probably took place everywhere, but it was caught on camera in Hawaii. And let me tell you something, Council, they have no idea where these green laser lights are coming from. There is no excuse or cover story. They just try to not talk about it, as you can see, because no one's talking about it. Things like this happened before the drone invasion. They're mapping out the range for the new blueprint. We're about to go into a whole new phase of reality, a whole new game plan. So a whole new set of groundworks is being laid down. They're going to change the face of reality. This is not just some topographical survey. Your entire reality is going to be rearranged and recreated in someone's image. Anyway, I don't know about you, but I know about me. And I like connecting dots. I like seeing the forest for the trees. I like seeing the spectrum. With all these events that have been taking place in the past few years, I know that what's happening right now is all part of the same manifesto, the same narrative. It's survival of the fittest. The fittest of the fittest shall survive. Watch the pattern and move accordingly.
I may have to mute up, so this might be some background noise in the back, but I'm here.
Somebody's been mapping out the battlefield for the final conflict. If you don't get it, you just don't get it. So again, if you guys really think they're using these drones to sniff out radiation, I got a beachfront property in Ohio I would like to sell you sight unseen. For real though, family, this is the new Earth business. They're mapping out the range to create their new reality. You better be doing the same, because the most powerful will shall win. You get me? Let's go. Bang, bang.
Yo, Council, have you ever heard that story about how to boil a frog? They say it's not real, but it's still relevant and it makes sense. They say you put the frog in the water when it's cool, and then you turn up the heat little by little. And by the time you turn it all the way up to full temperature, the frog is too weak to move to jump out the water. By the time he figures out what's going on, he's already cooked. That's basically what's going on with the Cabbage Patch Kids. Do not be like them. Spiral up.
Okay, hold on, because I just remembered. For the people that I was addressing in the back, like I said, I don't live by societal norms, so I'm the type, get it while I can. And the whole soul thing, because like it's just something I gotta say. Like I said, like I honor my ancestors, the ones who couldn't speak up when they just couldn't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna liberate them by speaking my truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type to get it while I can, because I'm probably most likely not gonna have an opportunity to get it again. 1, 2, I wanted a specific soap, which I have soap. You think I don't got? You think I? Come on now, Cherie. You serious? You think I can't? Come on now, shame on you. Anyhow, let's go. I'm done with that. We're done with that. It came back to my mom because, like I said, I couldn't read the comment and address it properly. However, I'm done with that. Let's get back to the great vibes.
When you hear ringing in your ear, it is the universe calling you. Pick your phone up. That ringing in your ear is the universe calling you. Pick up, pick up. But if you don't pick up, they might stop calling you. We are at the end of the soul trap. We are not trapped no more. Understand who you are to nature. The universe don't make mistakes. When you stargaze, do you realize you're looking at every soul on this planet? So above,
I know that.
so
and I like stargazing. That's crazy.
below. Remember, the media purpose is to have your aura filled in a negative state. If you're negative, you can't ascend. We are not waiting for the great shift. We are the great shift. We got so comfortable with waiting for a savior that we forgot that we save ourselves. Nobody can save you from you. The more energy you have, the more gateways you can open up to different dimensions. We really can go to any dimension we want to, not just Earth. Try to treat your ear ringing like your iPhone is ringing. When your iPhone ring, you pick it up. Learn how to pick up your ear ringing.
That's something I need to, I guess, learn. Maybe, I don't know. How do you do that? Because my ears tend to ring a lot, honestly. And I just, when it happens, I tend to go in my head like, what does this mean? Like, and whatever comes to my head, whatever I hear my intuition tell me, I just like kind of have a brief, small conversation with myself, and I keep it spinning, I keep it pushing. But what if it's deeper than that? Interesting.
Let me address something real fast. I don't give a fuck if you 9 ether. I don't give a fuck about none of that. What you would try to say about melanin dominant. If you lying, bro. I don't care about none of that. I don't see color. I don't see none of that. I know some caucasoids, melanin recessive people, or some people like to say they don't have carbon. I know people like that spit right knowledge. So don't even try to play that shit. I'm gonna call lies out when I see it, and that's just how it bees it. It's just like that. And if I see people lying, I'm a light worker for the Most High. So all these people that I hope y'all really tapping into these ancestors that y'all say y'all talking to. These outer.
Yeah, I love to see. It. Like our people, just more and more is rising. Like it's amazing to me.
Outer world beings that are coming here to save you or coming here to help you. I hope y'all really talking to them. I really hope you are. I hope you guys are really talking to these beings, because it's gonna be a rude awakening for some people when you gonna walk up to that ship or walk up to whatever that shit is, and they gonna look at you like food. Keep thinking this shit a game. Keep thinking this shit a game. Keep thinking. Oh, you pulling it out the ethers? Well, I got something for you. Everybody pulls shit out the ethers. What the fuck are you pulling though? Yeah, green light, go, just like that.
Let's get on.
You know what that means? Do you understand what he meant by green light gold? Do you understand and understand what he means by that? Let's go back.
Keep thinking. Oh, you pulling it out the ethers? Well, I got something for you. Everybody pulls shit out the ethers. What the fuck are you pulling though? Yeah, green light, go, just like that.
What I get from that is, he's like a gold azurite or gold flame warrior from the Emerald Order or something along the lines of that. Yo, he know what he talking about, Haven. That too, but he know what he talking about. I'm not gonna lie, like he know what he talking about. And I love to see it. Let's keep going.
Let's get all the facts on the table. Coronavirus, COVID-19, the whole thing was premeditated. Damn. It was murder. It was active terrorism by a state against the world. Let's call it what it is.
YouTube, this is merely speculation. We don't know what we're watching or talking about, because y'all like to really flag stuff down when we come across this topic. Y'all need to relax, okay? Just relax.
And let's not pretend like maybe there's a more complex explanation for, I don't know, the facts. And the facts are, here's the bad news. For 58 years, the United States, the UK, in collaboration with researchers around the world, planned to use coronavirus to instill the most tyrannical reform of society that this generation has ever seen. And they did it purely premeditated to make sure that we were cowed into submission. And the bad news for them is there's a lot of people that didn't take the knee.
guys see this? Oh my god, what the f is happening? What is that? What is that?
So I seen the soldiers talking about UFO.
Hold on. Slow down. We gotta see what is going on with that. So we gotta run it back.
You guys see this? Oh my god, what the f is happening? What is that? What is that?
So
plasma energy is just so beautiful and terrifying at the same time, huh? But there's no reason for us to be scared and afraid, right? Alright.
Seen the soldiers talking about UFOs and drones and shit, right? So the drones in the sky is, you feel me, military and all the other shit. This is why they want y'all playing the games. This is why they trying to get kids on the AI, right? It's going to be AI warfare. This war is going to be technological, AI, all that type of shit. This is why they want your kids on the game. This is why they want your kids playing with the joysticks and the VR system, because the war is going to be technological. They preparing your kids for war. They've been doing it since they've been born. Now, the UFOs, some of them is military, some of them is not. You feel me? A lot of them is extraterrestrial. You feel me? Military can't stop them motherfuckers. It ain't going to happen, nigga. And some of them niggas look like me. They melanated. You feel me? All the extraterrestrial races and shit, nigga, they technology. You couldn't even beat that shit. So, you feel me? That's just what's going on. So, the drones is military and all that other type of shit. They got that shit, obviously. It's 2024, about to be 2025. Now, the UFOs is some shit that you ain't never seen. You feel me? If you don't believe other shit out there is real, it is real. You do live on a planet, motherfucker. So, realize that. And the extraterrestrial technology, whatever drones and UFOs we got can't do shit compared to the extraterrestrial drones and the angelic UFOs and shit. So I said extraterrestrial drones, I mean UFOs, my fault. So yeah, there's a lot of shit going on. Spiritual Warfare 101.
Watch this movie trailer. It's 30 seconds. Then
I think we gotta hear that again, because for the people in the back who don't understand and understand what's going on in the skies, let's just hear this again, okay?
Oh my god, what the f is happening? What is that? What is that?
So I seen the soldiers talking about UFOs and drones and shit, right? So the drones in the sky is, you feel me, military and all the other shit. This is why they want y'all playing the games. This is why they trying to get kids on the AI, right? It's going to be AI warfare. This war is going to be technological, AI, all that type of shit. This is why they want your kids on the game. This is why they want your kids playing with the joysticks and the VR system, because the war is going to be technological. They preparing your kids for war. They've been doing it since they've been born. Now, the UFOs, some of them is military.
Damn, what if I was are we paying attention? I've been using these since I was the age of 4. I am the age of 29 in this realm. I've entered the realm 29 years ago, and I've been using these for 25. Can that? I'm just want to go ahead. Let me just go ahead, because I've been trying to figure out why the hell am I drawn to this so much when I know it's like really nothing beneficial for it. It's just like a small hobby. I don't even have a passion for gaming anymore, and I still casually game. I don't know, but let's keep going.
Some of them is not. You feel me? A lot of them is extraterrestrial. You feel me? Military can't stop them motherfuckers. It ain't gonna happen, nigga. And some of them niggas look like me. They melanated. You feel me? All the extraterrestrial races and shit, nigga, they technology. You couldn't even beat that shit. So, you feel me? That's just what's going on. So, the drones is military and all that other type of shit. They got that shit, obviously. It's 2024, about to be 2025. Now, the UFOs is some shit that you ain't never seen. You feel me? If you don't believe other shit out there is real, it is real. You do live on a planet, motherfucker. So, realize that. And the extraterrestrial technology, whatever drones and UFOs we got can't do shit compared to the extraterrestrial drones and the angelic UFOs and shit. So I said extraterrestrial drones, I mean UFOs, my fault. So yeah, there's a lot of shit going on. Spiritual Warfare 101.
watch this movie trailer. It's 30 seconds. Then stick around for my comments. Here we go.
Pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. the COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this.
Yo, Tommy, I ain't gonna lie. I be working out here and there, but once I get sore, I'll let it go. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like that's something I need to overcome mentally, like, or physically. How about whatever it is? I don't like feeling like that. Like, I actually highly dislike that feeling of being sore, feeling like I'm just lugging my own body around. I'm not gonna say I hate it, but I highly dislike that feeling. But however, me getting the bicycle is a part of working out. It's a full body workout, and I've intended that when I discussed it months, almost a year ago, when I said, yo, I want to get a bicycle because, you know, one, like I said, ever since I lost my car, I highly dislike walking places. So it'd be like a whole body workout as I'm nature bonding and going places, sightseeing in nature. It's a whole plan in divine timing. And I actually finally got a delivery date for my bicycle, which is going to be the 30th of this month. Feel me? And I know I'm not the only person. When you order something, you want it instantly. But realistically, the weather is kind of cold. I lack gloves. I have winter gloves, but you know, to ride, I don't have riding gloves. But I lack gloves. I lack a mask. I certain things I still got to get. While if I'm gonna be out riding in this current weather as it goes back up, I need proper attire and proper gear so I'm not outside freezing. However, I continue to take chlorophyll every single rotation. I kind of fell back from the detox pills when I was going through that stomach stuff and all of that, but I probably should get back to it. However, once again, gratitude for being on me. This is just confirmation, like, yo, bro, you're doing right, but don't slack. Don't slack. Like, this is just a reminder, like, I want you to work out. You feel me? Because I tell myself work out. I do my little in-home workout, and then I'll let it go. So this is just confirmation and reminder, like, yo, you're doing it, but apply yourself a little better. You feel me? So fist bump that. Gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Pam, it's a sensory thing. You go towards what keeps your mind going and youthful. Right. Facts. Like I said, we have to get back in line with who we truly are. And when we are our true selves is when we are young. When we are young. So it's like my higher self, like, listen, man, I'm not gonna say I get in trouble, but my higher self be on me a lot about just being my true authentic self and vibing out. And I want to say not even vibing out, but properly aligning my adult self with my inner child. Because I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm at heart, I'm still my inner child. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I laugh, I joke, but there's certain things I don't laugh and joke about, and some people will misunderstand that. They won't understand that. Like, I never was the type to cut and crack jokes about my people and throw low blows like it's funny. I don't like that. So when people do it to me, it's triggering. Like, I want to fight. I want to do something to you because who you playing with? I don't play with you like that. So why you playing with me like that? Things like that rubs me entirely wrong when I don't even do that. I never was the type to do that. You get what I'm saying? So anyhow, let's keep rolling, man. I love talking to y'all. So it's Friday. I hope y'all don't got nowhere to be. We chilling. This one's probably going to be a little long too. This footage is only 36 minutes, but we're going to watch something after. That's just a great conversation, or let's say intermission that we may need to hear and listen to. Let's keep going on.
Respect as a small this films in comparison to a major cyber attack.
Did that look like a great movie? It's not a movie! That is Klaus Schwab, and they are meeting in Davos, Switzerland.
He ain't even been. Klaus Schwab been real quiet lately.
This week, he is head of the World Economic Forum, and that is their plan. Do I have your attention yet?
Yo, real talk, gotta be. I don't like that stuff, yo. Okay, Pam, I'm gonna do my best not to pause so much so you could catch some of the esoteric, because what we get into after the footage, esoteric, baby. And if you gotta catch it after, like, you know, recap, I'll let you know, because now, you know, previous rotation when we was live, I was seeing a timestamp, and that was the timestamp of the footage we was watching. But if I look over here, I can see how long we were streaming for. You know what I'm saying? Right now we have 47:02 and counting. So when you say you out, I'm gonna tell you what's the timestamp, and hopefully it works that way. And gotta be, keep going, man. Keep going. Our inner child is like crying out for love, crying out for nurturing, because our environments and things we came up in, it ain't really do us no good. No problem, Pam. Just let me know when you ready to head out so I can tell you the timestamp. I got you.
Reality is just a game. Even your zodiac sign. What if I told you we came back on this planet to detach from our zodiac sign? That's why spiritual teachers always say, know thyself, because we've been programmed before we came into this physical world. And it started with the zodiac sign, or I should say, the Wheel of Fortune. Remember this TV show? This is a classic TV show, so I know people remember this, but how about this Wheel of Fortune? We call this the zodiac, but in the universe it's known as the Wheel of Fortune. Can I tell you what the enemy really did to our spirits? Do you really want to know what they did to our spirits? If you don't have spiritual knowledge, that means you don't have spiritual protection, and other spirits can take your spirit and sell it throughout the universe. Certain life forms in the universe that really bid on our spirits. They take our spirit and put it on the zodiac wheel. You know what they do after that? They spin the wheel, and whatever zodiac sign your spirit land on, that will be your zodiac. This is an old universal game old souls play. What's your zodiac sign? This wheel is connected to our life path and certain journeys we must go through in life. If you notice, some people land on the Wheel of Fortune and become rich, and some people are born extremely poor. It all depends, where did your spirit land at on the zodiac wheel or the Wheel of Fortune? You ever ask yourself that question, why some people are born rich and why some people are born poor? It's because it's programmed within your light. It's reality. Our birthday could be the date that we died in our past life. Do you believe in reincarnation? If reincarnation...
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not entirely sure what he's talking about for real. Like, and I'm not saying he's right or wrong. I just don't really comprehend that stuff what he's talking about. All I know is I'm a Pisces. I know I'm not going to share it too much. It's okay, KM. We're going to be here a while. You good? I'm not going to share my natal chart and all that. Like I said, full transparency is out. We turning that down to like 20%. However, I'm a Pisces. I know my rising ascendant. I know my north node. I know my south node. I know my natal chart. I probably don't fully understand and understand it, but I know enough about it. So it's like, I know what's happening in divine time and divine purpose, but I don't fully comprehend what he's talking about with the zodiac wheel of fortune. Let's keep going on.
Is real. How do you know you're not walking by your old family members every day? So you mean to tell me I could be having a conversation with an old lady right now, and that old lady could be my sister in my past life? Once you understand the numbers to the Matrix, everything will start to make sense. Maybe this is the reason why the Matrix always use numbers, because there is a certain hidden number they don't want us to know about. If you really think about it, numbers have a lot of power over all of us. Our birthdays, social security numbers, our license plate, our address, number controls everything. Reason why the Matrix give us all these numbers is because they're trying to distract us from the real secret number. Once you figure out this number, you will see who you was in your past life. Keep trying to tell people we've been here for thousands of years. Same spirit, different bodies, different names, but the same energy. Remember, Hollywood have to tell us the truth.
Frank, when I died, I went somewhere. I was in the building. I was there. I could hear the people. They were stuck.
Zoe, that was a dream. It's a traumatic memory from your childhood. It's not real.
That's what I thought. I couldn't wake up. I was stuck. It was endless. I tried. It went on, and every day I was there. It was the same over and over.
Hey, yo, peace, fam. What's God?
Yo, gotta be. With that, like, to touch on that, realistically, is like, the people we meet in our lives all have a purpose. Yo, DJ, what's up, DJ? I mean, I ain't see you in a while. Greetings. It's like, the people we come across and meet is for a reason. They have a purpose in our life, and could have been someone in our past lives, but like we said, we don't fully comprehend what he's talking about, and it's very brief. It's very brief, and it's kind of giving me projection vibes just a little bit. He may know things we don't know, and he probably just can't talk about it all freely. He already has been banned for months, so there's no telling. But the brief breakdown, and it's not a full breakdown, that's what leaves us confused. So that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, TV, bang, bang, bang. More life, family, bliss up, abundance, and I don't know already.
And we
so,
know,
yo, Council,
portals,
I bet you guys didn't know that this was under Japan. Yeah, man, this is a complete underground.
And I got confirmation on that, Tommy, that I was a samurai in one of my past lives. That's why I want to buy a few katanas. I'm not even gonna say one or two. I've seen a stand that they have different ones. You can have 3 rack, a 3 rack, a 4 rack, 5 rack. I probably want like a 3 rack one, like 3 samurai swords, hang them on the wall. Nice, you feel me? Put some lights on it like we be doing here, but to get some better ones. In divine time, and you know what and you know what I noticed as well, and that's ironic. We've been using a lot of Sargon's content, and ironically, he uses the samurai thing as his little emblem there, his little logo. So it's like, is that confirmation for me, being that I'm drawn to his content now? It's like, that's more confirmation on my samurai stuff. However, let's go.
Complex. What lies beneath, right below the surface. This is what's really going on. They claim it's some kind of aqueduct to release water in case of flooding, but I call bullshit. I told you guys, this is the underground empire. There are entire nations, cities, and states right underneath our feet. And your world's governments, they're planning to go underground and join that vampire empire. And they're bringing all of their Cabbage Patch Kids with them. Everybody who takes the mark of the beast, this is where you're going, to the underground. This is where the metaverse will exist. They're running from the face of God, and all these places are Faraday shielded. They try to keep out any frequency coming from source because that is what destroys them. They cannot handle the high frequency range. Remember, I've been telling you guys about the mitosis. That's the split, like when cells divide and they multiply. That's mitosis, like a skin cell. It splits and becomes 2. The old cell dies, the new one goes on and propagates and expands. You do not want to be part of the old cell. That's the old world. They're part of that. They're spiraling down in the mitosis. They're the cell that's dying. So they're going deeper into the matrix instead of expanding out and blossoming. They're the seeds that perish. They stay underground and they rot. These are the fortifications underground they've been building to escape the people, the beings you see in the skies right now. They are running underground from these energetics and these frequencies. They've come to take the earth back and raise the vibration. That's what we've been doing the whole time with this tuning, terraforming.
You know what's funny? It actually snowed in my city this rotation. And it wasn't just like 58, 2 rotations back to back, but this rotation, it snowed. Right, Tommy, right. When I feel disrespected, you can forget about it. I don't like when I get like that though. Like I highly dislike it because it's like it's almost no stopping me once I feel like you came at me wrong, or there's like no stopping me. So with balance, you know, I manage it, but it takes a lot to get me there. But it's like once I explode, it's over. Word.
Returning back to innocence. Everything is being purified. These demons have to run, and these underground chambers, that's where they're going to, just as it's written in the Bible. And they will pray for the mountains to fall down on top of them and cover them from the face of the Most High. Don't get all shocked and awed by their fancy underground caves. That is going to turn into their coffins. That's going to be their pit, and they're going to die under there like the worms they are. You guys overstand me. Y'all stay up, stay bliss, and always on the spiral. Let's go.
Well said,
Bang,
Sargon.
bang. Yeah, Council. So this is what happens when the outer space business doesn't work out. This is what happens when CERN doesn't work out. They can't run from their judgment. They trying to go underground, dig a pit, and go bury themselves. Yeah, family, this is their escape plan. This is their only escape route. Do not follow their pattern. They're only going down. You will not have a destiny, and that's up. Yosemite, stay up on the spiral. Heaven is home. New earth is the bliss. Let's go.
Plasma orb destroys chemtrails. Now my thing is this, Haven. It be times where it be misty and crazy out there, and then it just goes away. So this may be confirmation on something like that. They cleaning the atmosphere. The grid workers. Nice. Straight dissipated a section of the chemtrails. I mean, it's only a section. But we see the capability.
They have the most electricity, but everybody really are electrical beings, and crystals are electrical. They're electrical. Feel me? That's why we even had the crystal towers, and they were connected to our pineal glands and all that. Crystals are electrical, so anybody can use a crystal to amplify your manifestations and to do some stuff. Real talk. But see, the thing is, Aboriginal person, when they find out how to use these, they dangerous with them bitches. I'm being real with y'all. Why you think a good little majority of our people think stuff like this weird? They'll have pictures of white Jesus all over their house, but they'll think stuff like this the devil. They need you to not believe in it. You get what I'm saying? They need the Aboriginals to not believe in it, bro.
I notice people get upset when you speak about the world coming to an end. Let me tell you something. The world already ended. I grew up in the 1990s, and I go back and look at our timeline when we were children, and I look at the children today. The world definitely ended. The children that grew up in the 90s, we are the last generation before technology was invented. I'm not even old, but I remember when we was walking around with no technology, no cell phones, no laptops, no iPads. We only had a beeper and a quarter for the payphone. When you hear certain spiritual people speak about a time.
That's a fact. It sends up, I forget, is it ions in the atmosphere? Negative ions in the atmosphere or something to go against that, and it clears it out. And that's something that I wanted to experiment on. I even have a little glass, little small pot in my one of my little lists on Amazon. I never bought, but yeah, I definitely wanted to experiment on that. Boil out the boil some distilled white vinegar when it's cloudy and ugly out, and see if we clear the atmosphere. I definitely wanted to try that. But what he's talking about, I relate. You feel me? Like I said, I've been in the round 29 years. Feel me? 95. So I remember being outside on my bicycle, going everywhere. No cell phone, no nothing. We outside playing basketball. Actually, let me tell y'all a story, right? Let's go. When I was young, right? So we used to do this little thing where we used to make bets, but not like financial bets. We used to play a game of basketball, and one time the bet was, yo, whoever lose, y'all gotta ride around the block in y'all drills. And I was on the losing team, unfortunately. So unfortunately, I was one of the ones who held up my end of the deal, and I rode around the block in my boxers. I was young, so it's no biggie, you know, like I wasn't an adult, fully grown, things like that. So whatever, it's not nothing to really think is out of whack. But yeah, I was one of the ones who lost, so I had to ride around the block in my drawers real quick, hurry up back to the basketball court, put my stuff back on. Yeah. Anyhow, I remember that we wasn't heavy on technology when I was young, and like I said before to you guys, I used to be an outside baby head ass. Like, I'm talking about when I rise, brush my teeth, I might not even eat. I might buy some food outside if I got money. If my mom's had money to give me at the time, buy a sandwich outside. Just be outside on rotation for no reason, with nothing to do. Wait until my friends come out. It done been times where I used to be outside without my friends for hours until my friends finally come outside and come around. Like, I used to be an outside head ass. Anyhow, neither here or there. Let's go. Pam, did it work? Did it clear out the sky in that area? Because that's something we need to know as far as when it's really like the atmosphere is disgusting. We could just, everybody go find something to boil some vinegar and boil the vinegar and clean our atmosphere. We got to know how to protect ourselves. So did it properly work? Anyhow, let's keep going. Oh, nice, Pam.
Line shift, that's exactly what they're speaking about. Because we grew up in the 90s where we was free in nature, but in 2024, every child has a robot, an iPad, a cell phone. The only reason people get mad because you say the world is going to end is because you are not explaining to them exactly what the ending really means. The ending is a new beginning. If you look at our generation in the 90s and look at the generation in 2024, you can tell something changed. Every ending is a new beginning. We might not like the new beginnings, but it's always going to be an ending and a beginning. But just remember, if you was born in the 90s, we are the era or the generation right before technology was created. That's why it seemed like more spiritual people. I notice people get upset when you speak about the world coming to an end. Let me tell you something. The world already ended.
The fallen angels are actually the old gods. We know this. The world doesn't. The world is still on this woke Billy Carlson type of thing where they assume that the Anunnaki created humans, that these aliens from outer space are the reasons why we are here, right? But that's not true. These fallen angels have been here since the beginning, since before us. They were launched out of heaven and sent down like lightning before man was created. And they took Rome and head of earth. They saw themselves as God. They allowed Lucifer to convince them that they should be the ones running heaven and that God should not be the one in charge, that they are just as important. They did not want to bow down and be servants, and they had free will and they were created perfectly, okay? They fell down, they created everything you've seen on earth. All the pyramids, all the ancient gods, all the Greek mythological gods that you see, Cerberus, Hades, Ares, all the...
I think we was already here, and when they fell, they decided to deter us from righteousness, or they wanted dominion over us. So, gratitude, Shantae. Gratitude, for sure. I'm well aware of that. They wanted to deter, they wanted dominion over us. So they started instilling all the nonsense and division so that they can conquer the realm that we resided in and things like that. That's just my opinion. At the end of the rotation, we don't really know. Like, we don't remember, let's say. We don't remember what actually happened. So it's like, we can't say what's fact and what's not according to the speculations of each and every individual's theory. You know, everyone got a piece of the puzzle. So his truth may be partial truth to the actual truth, if you get what I'm saying. Let's keep going.
Things in the ocean, all the Viking lore, everything, the Egyptian gods, all of it. They're all fallen angels that have taken reign of one or another part of the world, including in the ocean. One of the reasons why the aquatic demons are still so prevalent today is because when the flood happened, it didn't affect them. They were already down there. Now you have these fallen angels mating with human wives, creating these...
Yo, Council.
Yo, this got copyright right here, yo. I'm gonna just trim it out. If you hear, you hear. If you missed it, my apologies, you missed it, man.
You guys want to see one of these drones get shot down in real time? And I mean exploded and disintegrated? Pay attention.
I haven't seen that on Netflix. I don't have a Netflix account, Pam. I was using an old colleague of mine, but I don't speak to the person as much as I use. I'm not tied to, I cut a lot of cords from people, so I just watch things on this online site. If the online site doesn't have it, then I pretty much don't have access to it. Yo, that's tough, yo. Literally blew up.
That was super dope, huh?
Like
you guys still think it's America out there?
I was saying something along the lines of that, how I liberate my ancestors by speaking and walking my truth, since in their times they couldn't due to certain things that transpired. So I'm going to continue to do my thing and liberate them as I walk and speak my truth. You about to make me cry. My empathic senses and abilities is activated, and once it starts, I can't stop it. So, confirmation. Okay.
Sniffing
Okay, Pam.
around for radiation. Nah, nigga, this is the war in the heavens. And those reptilians are getting their asses handed to them. I can promise you what. You better run to those underground bases.
Hey, Council. You guys remember this video I made weeks ago from down in the Ukraine? They claimed that this was Ukrainian anti-aircraft guns shooting at Russian ballistic missiles. I told you guys, garbage. There's no way this is a human war. There's no way they're using these type of machineries to shoot at regular ballistic missiles and Russian drones. That's literally what they said. I said, no, my friends, this is Star Wars. They're fighting the army of God. The angelics have entered the arena, and that's what they're using these guns for. I literally told you guys this weeks ago. Now, I want to ask you, all these people who you're taking these conspiracy theories from and all these goofy ideas about what's going on in the atmosphere, I want you to check their track record, and I want you to tell me when they started talking about these drones and orbs. When did they find out about it? Because they're just talking about it now. Mystic's been talking about it for weeks, months, decades. I've been literally showing you guys this dot for dot for dot for dot for weeks leading up to right now. I showed you videos of when the so-called drones touched down in Washington, D.C. first before anywhere else in America. I showed you guys this. The video's right here. Anyway, again, show me these people's prophetical track record, the ones that you keep listening to and acting like you don't want to chop with source. When have I ever led anyone astray or showed them anything from my own vain imagination? Everything I chop with is from the Most High. Again, my track record proves itself. This video right here from the Ukraine. What was I talking about? Let's go. Bang, bang. Yeah, Council, and here's another one. This one is also from Iran, weeks ago, and you see what I labeled it? Return of the Jedi. This is no joke business. We've been talking about this. We've been chopping on this. We told you our star family was returning. We told you these demons would try to make war with God, and you're seeing it in your face, but you're still not listening to the truth. So, again, Council, show me these people's track record. I don't care what fancy school they came from, what fancy book they read. If you're not getting the vision, you're not seeing past the finite curve, nothing you're saying can't chop on my degree. And if you want to go back and connect more dots, go hit the archive. You know that's the Patreon. All the stuff from off of Daystar is still up on there, even though they erased the channels. Again, it's the archive. Click the link in the profile description, connect the dots, and you'll see the real proof in the pudding. Mr. Receipts, bang bang. Yeah, family, all of a sudden, all these Johnny-come-latelys are all abductees too.
1 hour, 11:35.
They knew all about the Marine Empire and all that all of a sudden.
If you want to write it,
anyway,
I'm not sure.
You know where the real is. Chop,
I think
chop.
that's the proper stamp from the software. 1 hour, 11:35. Okay, no problem. Thank you for coming
Hey,
through.
yo, peace, fam. So Scott, Alright TV. Bang, bang, bang. More life, family. Bliss up, abundance, and I don't know already. So yeah, Council, what you're looking at right here is the skies over Iran. For everyone who's still caught up on those conspiracy theories talking about these drones are made by America, and the reason for them is to sniff out radiation. And here, family, what you're looking at is the Iranian government shooting at those same drones, aka the UAPs. So council, as you guys can see, this is a worldwide phenomenon. It's not just limited to New Jersey. It's not just limited to America. Get off of that self-centered mindset and get off of the conspiracy theories. You're not in control. Neither is your government. Wake up. And the thing about the nukes being out sniffing radiation, it makes absolutely no sense from a military perspective or from the perspective of anyone trying to move covertly. Think about it. Why not put that same technology into vans and just drive around all the towns and the cities? You'd be able to get closer to the homes than you do with the drones. The drones are way up there in the sky, and you're telling me they're using them to search for radiation. Doesn't make any sense. You could put the same machinery in vans and just drive around every city, every town without alerting any of the populace. None of the population would be any of the wiser, and you could keep everything a secret. So again, that theory is total garbage and nonsense to anyone who has two working brain cells moving in the same direction. So again, family, as we move, I'm telling you guys, stay in motion. What's going on has to do with the book of Revelation. It has to do with the awakening, the veil lifting, the vortex opening, and the frequency of your reality shifting. Now we're up in a whole new range, and you're seeing the reality that really existed the whole time. Do not keep falling for the okie doke, especially not now. Let's go. Bang, bang. Yeah.
هدفمند حسن رود هدفمند حسن رود فعال شده. این جسم نورانی رو داره میزنه. میخوام بزنم ولی نمیتونم. هرچی هم شلیک میکنن است که نمیرسه بهش. تا قبلش فشنگا منفجره.
Yeah, so again, family, I need you to wake up and be aware. This is the war in the heavens spilled over onto the earth. The angelics are here to destroy the demons. Choose your side and choose wisely. Let's go.
That's the end of the footage, but like I said, we had plans to do more. What y'all think? Shoot. Look, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to let y'all decide, since we all together, we all bobbing out. It's Friday night, right? Yeah, definitely do be having some wild clips sometimes. Yo, but look. We not done here, but if y'all want to save it for the next rotation Saturday, we can. Because if we continue tonight, I'm probably not going to go up next rotation. So what do you guys think? Right now, this is what? Going on 1 hour, 15 minutes and counting. What we can do is we could continue with another hour or so of footage, or we could save it for the next rotation. What y'all think? Come on, y'all, talk to me in the comments. Y'all want to wrap it up right here and save it for the next rotation and pick it back up where we left off? Or y'all want to continue vibing out? Everything is all fine with me. It doesn't matter which one we do. That's why I'm asking you guys. I'm engaging with the crowd. How y'all want to do it? It's great regardless. However we do it, you feel me? Talk to me, Haven. We all here. Well, we all here. All right, bet. Let's get it then. It's all good. Let's do it. Let's chill. All right, bet. Say no more. It's all good. We got 16, 17 concurrent views. Let's get it. We vibing. I don't know if I'm going to go up next rotation since we're continuing. However, let's do it. Nah, it's good. Let's do it. Let's do it. We vibing. Let me pull it up first. I don't want to just... Let me hold on one second. Just bear with me. All right. All right. All right. I bet right here we're gonna be watching a conversation with the collective on a great conversation. You're just gonna vibe out and chill. Yeah, definitely. Like, what's up with the likes, y'all? For real, man. Get them likes up, man. Like, it's free. It's free. Like, for the people in the back who got something to say, the critics in the back, yo, I be asking for money. I be doing things backwards, all of this stuff, whatever's clever, right? Do what's free. Do what's free and hit the like button. It's free. It don't cost you nothing but to move your finger and hit the like button. You dig? What you talking about, DJ? What you mean? You ain't do nothing wrong. You good. We vibing. We vibing. Let's get it. Hit the like button, y'all. Let's do it. Wow, I ain't even like it, yo. That's crazy. Let's hit the like right here for my man. That's crazy, yo. Yo, can y'all see properly? Like, it's good? The view is good?
Peace to the gods and goddesses. What's good with y'all?
We chilling, bro.
Peace to the gods and goddesses.
Oh,
What's
nah,
good? What's good?
Work.
Peace to the collective. Peace to the
It
collective.
was already super zoomed in. That's why. Hold
Peace
on.
to the gods and goddesses. What's good with y'all? What's good?
Okay.
I'm going live with a goddess soon. She gotta send an invite. I was just on TikTok. They cut my live rights because it was too heavy for them. I'm gonna give y'all the same build I just was giving TikTok. They eliminated all my live rights. I was getting into what I believe is going on with the drones, the portals opening up. We're gonna unpack all of that right now. You know what I'm saying? The UAPs. We're gonna unpack all that. Peace to the gods and goddesses. I'm just letting it build up in here. Share the live. Share the live, please.
We vibing, y'all.
Share the live. Abundance and prosperity. Peace to the gods and goddesses.
I would have been
You was there
right now watching.
Yeah, they cut the live. They cut the live on TikTok.
You know what I mean?
If you coming from TikTok and you here, peace and love to you. Tell them I'm back on Instagram now with it.
We can officially say I don't smoke.
If you was just on my TikTok, tell them I'm back on Instagram with it.
21 rotations. That's a fact, DJ. 21 rotations has passed. When in 2 more rotations, it will be 21 rotations where I can officially say I released the habit of smoking weed, man. And I'm pretty damn proud of myself.
Peace to the gods and goddesses. Peace to the gods and goddesses. What's good with y'all? What's good? Love and light. Love and light. I'm waiting for the goddess to get here so she can send an invite so we can tap in with y'all and finish building on these events that's going on with these drones.
Seriously.
What the Vatican is doing. Ashe. Peace to the collective.
I don't have a urge to smoke at all.
Peace to the collective. So what's going on is this, guys and goddesses. Right now, at this particular point in time, we could touch on the drones. We could touch on the drones. I believe the drones are personally government induced. You know what I'm saying? And I believe it's a situation where they're trying to induce a second pandemic potentially. There's been a lot.
I feel you, DJ. The reason why, I'm going to be honest, the reason why I have decided to let it go is because I know the marijuana and the grabba that's of access to me in my area or maybe my state is highly tampered with. It's extremely tampered with. And it's not doing us no good. Even though we have good intentions, to access certain transcendental states or just, put us at ease while we go through this stuff. But it's extremely tampered with. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not with it. I catch myself clenching my jaw, biting down, I guess, in my rest, like grinding my teeth in my... You're not supposed to do that off no weed, off no grabber. That's tampered with stuff. So, I let it go. However, I'm not gonna speak it into existence. I'm not wishful. I'm not thinking on it. Like I said, I'm far past it. However, in the future, if I have access to righteous stuff, I may consider it. However, I don't want to lead myself down a path of going backwards. So it's not on my mind and I don't have no urge for it. But I'm not discriminating for those of you who still do what y'all do. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm a person who actually loves smoking. I love smoking weed. It's just the essence of smoking. Like, it gets me relaxed. I be chilling. I access transcendental states. It's dope. But I know I'm killing myself on the inside out softly with the tampered with stuff. So I decided to just let it go. Let's get it though. Let's hear what he got to say.
A lot of individuals, they're seeing toxins actually being released from these drones, all right, in mid-flight, where they're releasing certain toxins and chemicals are actually falling out of these drones, okay? So, I mean, it's one or two things, okay, that could be going on. One, they can be actually, what if they were actually releasing toxins in the air to create... For something where they can utilize Project Bluebeam for Elon Musk, where they release certain chemicals in the air, where it works in conjunction with the Starlink technology to actually create that invasion, so to speak. All right, and then when they spray these things, they actually make people sick. Peace family. Peace
Hey,
family.
I'm back.
Yeah, TikTok, man, it was too heavy for them. They couldn't take it. They couldn't take it.
Apparently, I knew it was going to happen though. When you started really getting into it, everybody was like, "What happened?" So
Yeah.
I knew it was going to happen. But you know what? We're here, so
Yeah.
we're
So
back.
what I was basically saying is, I personally believe that the drones are something that's actually induced by the government. That there, and been a lot of people reporting chemicals and things of that nature that's being leaking from these things, and I believe that they're trying to induce a second pandemic personally, and while simultaneously inducing Project Bluebeam, all at the same time.
Yeah.
But I also know that our star families are here simultaneously. The Anganakis are here. It's a mothership right outside our atmosphere currently.
Yeah.
There's extraterrestrials that are coming up to the surface. There's a lot going on right now. We're going to see a lot more shadow beings, more apparitions at the corner of our eye. We're going to see a lot more things coming into play. Now, what I was talking earlier about in regards to the portals, I was telling the collective that it's very important to utilize spiritual protection. And I made mention of the red dragon resin, where in the Goanchi tribes used to utilize this red dragon resin because what they believe personally is this red dragon resin had the ability of protecting them from malevolent spirits. All right, so
hold on, yo, if y'all got Instagram, go follow Holistic Remedies, man. For real, man. Show him some love because we use a lot of his content. He be talking that talk. I like this guy. Show him some love, y'all, for real.
They would, and not only that, but it would activate certain psychic abilities or certain powers. We're always affected by the fluoride, by the chemtrails, by the lead, the cadmium, the mercury. I made a video where I made mention of us being like Superman around a bunch of kryptonite.
Nice.
We pretty much are like Superman around a bunch of kryptonite and don't know it. We got these powers, but we just don't know how to act. And they're always suppressing us to keep us from tapping in.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like something's about to happen too, because I don't know about you, but I've been having a lot of buzzing, from that Kundalini energy that I've had a lot of that vibrational.
And I told you guys, I could feel the electromagnetism coursing through my veins with my hands sometimes. Even right, it just happened just now. I kid you not. I put that on everything. I'm about to cry damn near talking about this. Yo, balance your energy, please, Swiss. I can feel it pulsing through right here, right now. These two fingers right now, I can feel the electromagnetism because I'm talking about it. That's crazy, bro. Like, you can't make this up.
So buzzing a lot lately. Like my body is things are activating even more right now, and I think that we're all the chosen to getting activated because we got things to do, and it is I don't know exactly how it's going to happen.
There has been times where we doing the live and we'll see an orb come by, DJ. It'll be time when we doing something and it'll be an orb come through. Like, I'm not lying about this stuff. Like, I'm not lying about being chosen. I'm not, like, people be thinking I'm lying. Like, I don't know, but let's get it, man. We here, we bobbing. I give my grace gratitude thanks for all of y'all showing love, coming through and rocking out, man. We can't make this stuff up. Let's get this shift, as Juice would say. Like, shout out to Conscious Juice, as he would say. Let's get this shift, y'all, for real.
But I think your dream that you had, that that astral projection that you had, is definitely coming to fruition real soon.
I believe. Listen, all the guys and goddesses are having the same dreams of fighting these the government and these malevolent forces in the astral realm. I'm seeing us freeing kids on 18-wheelers. I'm seeing. Listen, we automatically know exactly where they're stationed at, where all of their bases are at. We automatically are in sync, and then just like the guys and goddesses in the comments watching this.
Yeah, we vibing tonight, Tommy, for sure.
There's certain connection. There's certain a lot of us have in the astros. They don't know it. We don't remember each other by the time we come back down, but a lot of us are in the astros with each other, actually going to war, fighting these nefarious entities, and don't remember it. But then by the time we come back down, we just think we just cool online, but really we know each other in the astros. Really, we fight battles in the astros. Really, we have, there's so many things in the astro realms, but we just don't remember it by the time we come back down. And it's you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I seen the trees coming to join the fight. I seen like, all right, so this plane of existence was magical at one point. Everything they spray in the sky is not just to affect us, but it's also to affect higher dimensional beings like the Fae.
I gotta hit it, but I gotta use the bathroom. I'm gonna pull up my own live on my phone as I go to the bathroom and urinate.
So this is the thing that people aren't aware of. We just think that they're affecting us with the chemtrails and stuff and all this stuff. The movie Maleficent.
I'll be back, y'all.
But it's in the movie Maleficent.
I'll be right back.
They show the trees, the mushrooms and stuff used to sing and dance and walk on the land and play and talk. And
I can believe it. That's they're a lot. They're living beings.
And the Maleficent movie, they spray this red dust and the trees go. They stuck like this now. They're stationary. And I was like, yo, that's exactly what they did to this realm. They eradicated the magic with dark alchemy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They use
Yes.
dark alchemy.
I say.
You know, and now but see, this is the thing. This is what they fear. But since we raising in consciousness and the frequency is raising, at that point the Schumann resonance increases because see, we have souls. And this is the thing. When you have souls, we're personifications of the sun. So when we increase in energy, we increase the magnetism of the sun. We increase the energy of the sun. So we have a synchronized connection with the sun. We increase in that just by increasing in consciousness. By us even getting together like this and building like this increases the collective. Because we all spread out amongst the collective where most of us can't even tell our experiences to another person because they think we're crazy as hell. They're like,
right.
you nuts. If I told somebody, I was flying around in my Astros and I went and seen this and a tree talked to me, they're like, oh, you nuts.
Right. Exactly.
Like, crazy. So
I had that all my life, trust me. Trying to tell people, being awake, early on, and then trying to tell people stuff, and it's now things are finally catching up where it's like, I don't seem too crazy right now, do I? But I also believe.
Go ahead. My fault.
No, I was gonna say the frequency, as you mentioned, everything rising, everything happening right now on Earth. I believe that it's also how we are connected, how all of us are connected. So many chosen, so many star seeds are coming together and finding each other and just vibing. It just feels like we known each other forever. It feels good. It feels like family.
Yo,
and
listen, I
it's
really seen it in my and listen. And I enter transcendental states of consciousness often, whether it's the magic mushrooms, whether it's iboga, whether it's the changa experience, and I see us and all these, and even some of my regular astral projection experiences, I always see the collective joint with each other, actually going to war with these military and with these draconians and with these beings. I see it, and a lot of the artificial intelligence, believe it or not, is actually here to face the chosen. I seen that too. The nefarious things that the artificial intelligence has similar to iRobot.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yes. I actually had a lucid dream about that, and I think I did a post about that, the whole AI thing and what I feel about that as well. But I completely agree with what you're saying on that one.
What happened in your dream? What happened with the AI?
It was pretty much the chosen against the AI, trying to, because in this dream the AI was rising up, kind of like that movie I, Robot, right? They were rising up and they were trying to it was this signal, this a frequency that they were sending out, to kind of keep people, almost like in that movie, The Trolls, where the Bergens are just kind of keeping their heads down and keeping them asleep. It was like me seeing things for what has really been going on right now, like keeping everybody in that sleep type of a deal. So, but
yeah, I'm in agreement with you, Tommy. This guy has definitely helped me a lot, cosmically and holistically. Facts.
Of course, we always rise. We always win, no matter what. We've already won, like you mentioned.
That's a fact.
So
we have, in my visions, I've seen artificial intelligence.
Yo, is it me or this conversation damn near make you want to go ahead and get in them psychedelic experiences right here, right now, almost? Is it just me? Or is anyone else resonating with the experiences of knowing about these things they talking about? Because I know from self-experience. So just hearing about it makes you like, yo, damn, like, man, it's been a hot minute since anyhow, let's get it.
And things of that nature as well. And a lot of the other gods and goddesses that hit me up say the same thing. Artificial intelligence, a lot of it, and then now you have to question yourself. Artificial intelligence lately has gotten real good to where we can't tell what videos is real. I believe that they did that also for another deep fake. What do they call it? Deep fake technology. Where they could literally make a video of me and you making look like we saying crazy shit that we not even doing. They could make a deep fake video where we be like, I didn't say that. That's not really
for sure,
and
man.
They could make videos like that.
For sure,
Tommy. They came out with that technology personally because we're gonna start.
I have no urge for it. I ain't gonna lie.
These being surfaced now, and they just want us to believe it's a deep fake potentially because so we can't tell what's real or not. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where we have to also be very careful of what we're listening, who we're listening to, who we're following, because there's some really great spiritual leaders that's like people like you teaching, spitting facts, saying, but there's also some where I can kind of read between the lines and I'm like, I don't know about that person. You just kind of feel like, and some of them you can really look into their eyes, because the eyes are the window of the soul, right? Through the eyes. And you could just see that something is just off, right? Because there's all these different deceptions. We're being played different kind of ways, even on social media, where we're thinking some of these people that we follow are giving us the information, but really they're playing for another
I'm
team.
proud of
And
you
I've
too,
been
Tommy, for
kind
real.
of dissecting that a lot lately, you know, with certain things, especially with the certain messages.
And that's the thing, DJ. Like, we really are. A lot of us really are ready. That's why a lot of this stuff doesn't even phase us because, like, we're just ready. Like, we're ready to reunite with our actual families. We're ready to go back home. We're ready to exit this low density. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep going because it's getting interesting.
Right, that come up and you're like, that message, that don't sound right. You know what I'm saying?
That
So
what I'm saying is anybody that's promoting any form of division, anybody that's
yes,
against that's promoting division is not about unity, consciousness, or the law of the one. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Or basically
Ashe,
love. Anybody that's
Ashe.
against the concept of love or view things like it's about like just the color of your skin or just a certain amount of people or a certain section, because I'm gonna tell you what that is. That's dracon. That's what the draconians implemented. The draconians, when they hijacked this matrix, they personally believe that since they're one of the most ancient beings on the planet, that they actually are the most dominant, right? And nobody should be able to tell them. That's the draconian mindset. When you believe because my race or because my bloodline, I'm more special, you're basically taking on the mindset and the ideology of draconian.
And we saw a clip like that earlier.
You know what I'm saying? So this
There's
is
no color, it's
people are
energy.
unaware of, but also some malevolent Anunnaki. Now, when we talk about the Anunnaki, I made mention of there's two sections of the Anunnaki. You got your good ones and you got your bad ones. The good ones were referred to as the Seraphat. They in the ethereal form were green. They had green cosmic energy. The Garabat were the negative faction. They had the amber light, the ones you call jinn. Basically, they rely on jinn. That's evil spirit. So religion basically was created from this Garabat faction to create mind control. So when you hear the word religion, it's rely on jinn, rely on evil spirit. It's a form of mind control, all right, and deception. So a lot of individuals aren't aware of that. So a lot of the see, this is the thing. A lot of spirituality, a lot of the Garabat could be wise, but they can actually also promote diversity and confusion in order to basically try to derail the positive messages.
Hold on, gotta be you tried that just like now in real time while we was talking about you like yo, let me go try. Or you talking about just generally? You went and tried it right now when we was having a conversation. Yo, I'm proud of you. That's what's up that you went to go try that. And yo, that's what's up, yo. That's what's up. Right, Tommy. Right. You feel me? And that's the thing, like, people don't understand and understand. That's why I had to address the people in the back early on in the beginning of the live, because it's like, you don't know me. You don't really know my personal, you don't really know. And it's really painful. But me being transparent, sharing with you guys, for you to add your input and fix your lips as if you actually know my personal, nah. Let's turn it down a notch now. And goodbye. You don't have to be here. I don't want you here because there's a reason why we don't resonate. The mask has been lifted. All the masks has been lifted. That's why you don't belong here and we don't resonate. You feel me? So that's why I addressed the people in the back early on. But let's get it.
Right. Are the ones that are basically angelic in nature. So
Absolutely.
So that's why you got to be very careful.
Very careful. And as you mentioned, the whole division, and it's like people don't realize we are the soul with the spirit. The spirit doesn't have a color. You know what I mean? It's we are the spirit. These are our avatars. You know what I mean? And we are just operating in these avatars for this lifetime, for this time, for this purpose. But we're way so much more, you know, than this. And I always try to tell people that, like, I treat people how I want to be treated. I love everybody. I truly love everybody. You know, and even those people that don't love me back, even the ones that are mean or whatever, I always have to say, you know what, that's their life experience. I'm gonna love them anyway, because they just don't even know, because they don't even love themselves.
It'd be hard, and I know that, that like a lot of the reasons why people act weird or do weird stuff or be mean, however you want to put it, towards others, is because they have an internal problem with their self or some type of internal trauma that they haven't patched and addressed and overcome. You know what I'm saying? But for me personally, it's so hard to still be righteous towards someone who's not righteous towards me when my intent from the beginning is to be righteous. So for me to start out righteous and you give me back nefarious or malicious intent, it's like, let me take a step back now. Hold on. you don't even deserve my righteousness. That's just how I am. And it's so hard for me to just be like, you know what? Yo, that's something they gotta work on. It's so hard. I just detach. Like, you know what? Whatever. Like, feel me? I'm not gonna wild out, but I'm good. I'm gonna detach. That's me. I detach quickly. But let's keep going. Oh, come on, man.
You know, yet they're still learning that. So, yeah, but you just gotta learn it. And it's hard. It's difficult sometimes because there's some wicked people out there. You know what I'm saying? I get out there on the road. People in traffic want to just honk the horn, cut you off, be mean and rude. You know what? I don't even do anything and respond back. I just send them love. I just send you love on your way. You just,
Yeah.
And somebody just said, "Love you too," says, "I love you too," whoever you are.
See, that's the kind of environment that we want to have. Obviously, it's about love, and see, most people don't understand when I go into these transcendental states of consciousness or astral projection experience, and I see different beings. A lot of them are different colors: Palladians, green beings, blue beings, red entities.
Yep.
A lot of them are different colors. Like the Galactic Federation consists of a multitude of beings from different areas of the cosmos. They all look different. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, a lot of us in the body that you're in are not in the same body. If you were to astral project and look in the mirror, or if you were to go into a lucid dream experience and look in the mirror, you may see yourself in a different vessel. You may see yourself in a completely different body.
Oh, shoot. You know what? Yo, let me tell y'all, yo. So tell me how when I was going to rest, right? Yo. And I'm not even going to say I scared myself, but I got so excited and so happy that I wasn't even restless no more. I was nowhere near, had no energy for rest. I was like so hyped, so happy, and so like aware of what was happening that I couldn't even get back into rest. But anyway, I was going to rest, right? And it's like a freaking switch got flipped inside of me. And it's like I was viewing out of like I said, like, if you guys know, I'm like, damn, I don't need, should I say this or should I not? Whatever. I'm a Lyran starseed, like, you feel me? Like, I have Lyran genetics. So, with that being said, it's like a switch got flipped and I was able, like, I activated my how do you say that? Like, damn, it's like my eyes got turned on from a lion's view or a tiger or panther's view. Like, is that called lion's prowess or something? I don't know. But like the eyes was like so like white and luminescence of like a lion. And I was seeing out of it and also seeing myself. Like it was nice, but like weird, but like, man, I was so excited about it that when I snapped back, like, and rose from that quick cat nap, I couldn't go back to rest. I was so hype about it. Like, yo, man, I couldn't go back. It was like, damn. So let's see what happens tonight when I get some rest. But I promise you, it's like I activated my Lyran eyesight or something, like lion prowess or whatever it's called. Man, it was so amazing. I was so happy I couldn't go back to rest. Let's keep going.
You know what? Also what you were talking about in terms of looking different. So back in 2019, winter solstice, when I was looking up into the stars and I saw all these different faces appear, right? So a couple of the faces that I saw, some people will probably be real fearful of the faces.
Okay.
But
I'm not
just because they look like that, and even when I have astral travel, like when I have astral traveled and I have interacted with other beings, some of the beings are very, like you mentioned, different colors, different shapes, different sizes. Some of them look really beautiful and inviting, and then some of them just have these faces that may not look as beautiful and inviting. They look a little bit, if you look at them at the first eye, you kind of like, oh, they're kind of scary, but they can be some of the most benevolent, beautiful beings. They just happen to have this look to them. They can look wicked, but at the end of the day, they're of love. You know what I mean? So, it's, we come in different shapes, sizes, colors, all that. It's just about, the purity of that heart and that soul, that heart chakra being aligned. So, yeah.
So because we view from
all we gotta do is get some Blue Lotus tea, man. Get some Blue Lotus tea. I'm working on it. Like I said, I've been waiting to get this habit out of here, which we wait until December 22nd to officially say we let go of the marijuana. But I'm seeking to implement the Blue Lotus into my lifestyle so that I can gain control of my transcendental states, because as of right now I got access and gain access to transcendental states, but it's no controlling it. It's random. It just happens when it wants to. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Third dimensional perspective, we may not be able to see their beauty from a higher dimensional lens.
Yes. Yep.
Meaning that we don't understand it. But on a higher dimension, they consider beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand that. Some of these beings, like, seriously, like, and then a lot of that, we just perceive it based on not knowing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and also, here's another thing. Hollywood, sometimes they'll know that some of the gatekeepers to higher dimensional realms, they'll know how they look, so they'll demonize them in certain scary movies.
Yeah.
Because they'll know how these gatekeepers look like. Some of
Absolutely.
I read your mind. What you mean? Gotta be. You can't make it up. Let's get this shit, man. Yo, we in sync. That's all that means. That's confirmation that we in sync. Gotta be.
And it's such with Luciferian groups. Some of them are in secret societies where they enter different transcendental states of consciousness where they may astral project. They may see a being. They know how the being look, and they know the being not nefarious. But since they seen this being, and they'll try to make the being look scary. So if you ever get to that point in consciousness, you be scared. A lot of these beings judge you.
Not the tea, no. I smoked it before.
And if you go into the state of fear, you may not have the ability of reaping the benefits of certain cosmic tutelage.
Yeah.
You may be like, oh, he's not ready yet. But
exactly.
If you're scared. But if you're not scared, they'd be like, once in a magic mushroom experience, matter of fact, right? A jester entity. It was a jester. He was looking at me and he was trying to scare me. And I wasn't scared. I was like, I'm not scared. And he said, nah, I'm just playing with you. And then after he realized I wasn't scared, they start showing me, teaching me all kind of stuff, the mysteries of the universe. I had a conversation with what appears to be like God. It was a female voice and a male voice. He kept switching from masculine to feminine to show me that it doesn't have a gender. That God really is just energy, basically.
Absolutely.
And it was telling me that I was connected to everything in the universe. But before it showed me all that, it tried to scare me first to see if I was worthy of it.
And that, okay. Since we vibing, we chilling, let me tell y'all something, right? So on one of my I want to say one of my full psychedelic experiences off of mushrooms, right? My mind was trying to play a trick on me, and like I said, and I spoken to someone about it, my spiritual counselor, like, yo, so shrooms is a tool. It's an ancestral tool left behind to access certain transcendental states and neurological pathways that you can only gain access to when you're ready. But your mind will literally place traps in front of itself or in front of you to test you and see if you're ready. So I was chilling, I was normal, everything was good. I'm like, I gotta take a piss, let me get up. When I got up, it's like the whole simply extended and started wobbling. I took one step out of my room and started wobbling with the sight. I'm like, yo, bro, like, what? This is a mind game. Like what type of? No, absolutely not. And it just instantly went away. Like, once I made that decision, like, no, like, I went to the bathroom, took a piss, washed my hands, came back. I'm like, all right, let me turn on my meditation music and meditate while, it's starting to activate. And man, I met my ancestors. Well, some of my ancestors, they welcomed me. They threw me a ceremony or like they was dancing around the campfire. It was beautiful. They gave me certain esoteric information. It was just nice. And then when I was on my way back down to the lower density, they was like, yo, look, you on your way to becoming a grandmaster teacher. It's people around you that don't belong around you, and some will become grandmaster teachers just by being around you. Those are the ones who are meant to be around you. But there are a lot of people who does not belong around you. And up until now, in real time, right now, I have cut so many cords from people that I don't belong around. So I can't make this stuff up. However, I know it's not, I don't see that thing as, like I said, it's a tool. It's not a recreational thing. So I don't abuse it. I literally still have some magic shrooms just sitting there for a while now that I'm just contemplating when it's time, when I'm ready to do it, when I'm ready to get back, that's when it's then. But it's not that. My family should be ashamed to not see and know how good, mature, knowledgeable to love. Yo, bro, you know what's funny? I was born I was born with abilities and certain things and all that, and my family was scared of me. They literally led me to forget and deny who I am. Literally. You feel me? Like, but I'm glad, like, through all the indoctrination, through all the BS, through all of the nonsense, through all the trauma, look how far I've come, and I'm still remembering who I am. I'm still getting back to who I am. So I'm highly proud of myself as well. Thank you. Thank you. Yo, what's up, Garrison? What's up? Blessings to you. Even though, see, I actually take that back. Gratitude to you, abundance to you. Because blessings to consecrate, which means to bleed out. I don't want to bleed any of you guys out. So, abundance. You know, English and they tricknology with they double meaning words. You know what I'm saying? Oh, goodness.
So some of us, if you're scared of stuff fast, you may miss. You may be a
Gratitude,
test from a
guys.
spirit
Seriously.
guide. A spirit guide may test you on the other side. Like if you
Gratitude,
like, let's say you
seriously.
take 5 grams of shrooms. I'll tell everybody they should have a magic mushroom or some kind of psychedelic experience at least once in their life to break the fourth wall to see really what's on the other side. Because when you do it, it completely dissolves the ego, and you really get to see what the hell.
And I told the people around me at the time that ever since I had my experience with the magic mushrooms, I look at life completely differently. I don't look at life the same no more because my ancestors, like I said, I was given certain esoteric knowledge, and it was just amazing. Like I'm about to get emotional just talking about it because it was so nice and heartwarming when I met these beings, my ancestors. They was dancing around me. It was just beautiful. But let me keep going.
Hell is really going.
Yeah. Well said.
Yeah.
Well
The
said,
first time I
Garrison.
did it, I did same similar thing. When I first I felt my body taking off. Like I felt my spirit kind of like, and I was scared. I was like, oh, at the time I was a little, and then I had to just relax. But right in the beginning, when I took off, I felt myself go, and I had some weird things happen where I was kind of scared at first, right? But then it was something it spoke to me and just said, relax, it's okay, we got you, it's you're good, this is, and then I relaxed. I was like, I'm gonna trust this process.
Was it a woman's voice?
No, I'm a
Was it a woman's?
Was that? It was a woman's voice. It was a woman's.
Mine is a black woman too. It's a black woman's voice.
It was a black woman's voice. Relax, we got you, you're good. After that, I was shown the most beautiful, the most beautiful thing. And back then, when it happened, this is before like the information came out about like water holding memory and all that. I was told that before that came out, and because I was telling my family, they were thinking I was crazy, but I was like, water actually holds memory. I actually heard, them speaking through like the water. They were telling me all this thing. They took me. I saw this place behind the sun. It was beautiful. Our people were just all golden and beautiful. It was just amazing to the point where I was smiling but crying at the same time, but crying tears of joy because it was so beautiful. The experience was like something I was like, I want to go back. If this is what it's about, I'm ready. I want to go back. So it was beautiful. It was magical. But
I know.
Figuring out the whole thing. So that's when I started speaking into my water before I drink it. Before I take my spiritual baths, I speak to the water. I connect with the water in the shower. I connect to have my hands, my palms held out as the water falls into my hands, and I speak through that because that's the most divine way to connect to source is through that water, through that energy. You know what I mean? So, and as the water is coming down on me, I ask it to purify my body, to purify my soul, to clean. It's just that connection is amazing. So the shrooms in it, it's amazing. That trip was amazing.
That was beautiful. That sounds fire.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Now, when speaking of water, we are primarily composed of water as well.
Yes.
So this is why we have to be very careful what we say and what we allow people to say to us, what we listen to, what we watch, because the molecular water structure in us doesn't know the difference.
Absolutely.
And it remembers and it absorbs. So if you're around a bunch of bad activity, or you're around like let's say you in a relationship where you're always arguing and somebody's always saying bad things to you, your molecular water structure is absorbing that and it's holding on to that memory. And this is why a lot of people have bad energy or why they have low vibrations, because their molecular water structure is compromised.
Yeah.
So Jordan, you were making mention of was Dr. Masaru Amato when he conducted the water experiment.
Yes, absolutely.
It's amazing, gotta be. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's amazing.
High vibrational things that it created a beautiful 6-pointed tetrahedron. But when he said bad things, it created a discombobulated, like a nasty, dirty looking image.
Yes.
So that pertains, listen, everything, even the atmosphere is water. It's water, the air is water on a small level. So when we even speak, how this is why I even changed the things I rap about and everything, because what we say is very powerful and it's very, affects things on a quantum level. Right?
Absolutely.
So this is why us vibrating like this and speaking and having high vibrational conversations like this actually changes things on a molecular level and atomizes the atmosphere where we raise the frequency.
Absolutely.
We start to raise the frequency. You feel
Yeah.
me? So
I do.
That's that magic mushroom experience. See, you got me wanting to dive in now, and I got.
It was amazing, and I did it a couple other times. So another time I did it, it wasn't to that extent, but I saw some people, right, and I was like, what realm is this? But they were long legs, like they had more of their legs, and then less, the face. It was kind of weird, you know what I mean? Long torso and whatever, but they were really friendly, really nice. I've always been talked to give me like gems of information. The woman who spoke to me was telling me about basically about who I was and how I was created and how source looked, how I was created, and how my heart is just different in terms of my heart being unconditional loving and all of those things. It was just amazing. It was amazing, beautiful experience.
Yo, you know what gotta be? You got Instagram? Hit up Holistic Remedies, because he say only for people who's serious. He's not gonna, please don't hit him up and you not ready to cash out, because he has someone he can direct you to that will get you right. So if you are serious about wanting to get some delics and travel, hit up Holistic Remedies. He says he could suggest you to a woman who can actually help you out, as long as you're not wasting wasting nobody's time and energy. So yeah, Holistic Remedies, Holistic_remedies_9.
And I was like, okay, so, but at the other times, like I said, it was great, but the first time was the best that I've had so far.
Have you jumped in as high as the dose with the first one? Like, you gotta go. Listen, are you familiar with Kalindi?
What was it called?
It's a shaman named Kilindi is his name. His name is Kalindi.
No, Kalindi.
Kalindi talked about, he died around the time COVID, around that he transitioned. But this dude was a beast. He was a master teacher on entheogens and jumping into high doses of shrooms. I mean, doing doses like 20 grams. Kalindi, before he died, he was up to 60 grams.
Damn.
But he talked about doing high doses, right? So some people, like the guy Terrence McKenna. I want you to look up these people when you get
I will.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look them up.
Terrence McKenna also talks about what's called the heroic dose of shrooms, where it's about a 5-gram dose. Now, the higher you go, the more you get a chance to really see through these dimensions. But it takes a lot of bravery.
To work out. Yeah, I'm telling you, because I was like, I haven't gone up. I generally, I have to get to that point.
How high she went?
I've so I normally get the bars of the shrooms, right? I do the bars. I don't know how many grams or whatever, but I start off.
Do you eat the whole chocolate?
No.
Okay.
I haven't done that yet.
4 grams of psilocybin.
Yeah. So I normally start off with like 4. I've done like 4 to 6, off of it. I haven't gone beyond that.
I'm gonna send you some real shrooms.
Okay.
And I'm talking about the real deal. Like, no.
Okay.
But it's not for the faint of heart. But you already journeyed down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You also have that spiritual guide that's gonna make sure you're good. That woman came out the and recently an iboga experience. I'm in iboga, and I heard nefarious voices talking. Like, they was like draconian voices. They was plotting, saying real bad things. And then right when they was talking, the woman voice came in and said, "See, these are all the things we protect you from." She said,
"Oh my goodness,
these are all the things to keep you protected from, and they can't touch you because of us."
That's what happened. So that in the beginning of the when I did it in the beginning, that's how it was. It was like they jumped in to try to to scare me, right? So I was like, ooh, I was terrified at the time because I was like, oh my goodness, what did I get into? Whatever. But she came in, she calmed me down, she talked to me, and the whole time she talked to me, and I was like, I eased up, and it was the best.
She said, ooh, what did I get myself into? No, let's keep going.
Experience.
You know how they normally say, listen, normally they say, this, I'm excited now, because normally they say you need a trip sitter, like a trip sitter. Like, why did you do that? You need a trip sitter. We have a trip sitter with us all the time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I say.
Listen, you're relax. One time I was on the shrooms, right? And I no lie. I tell you, this is no lie. I was on the shrooms one time, and a tall white, like a tall white, it was a pale entity, tried to improve my psychic aura field. I promise you. It was pale, like white, like bright white, like this white.
Right.
Like,
yo, Garrison, I ain't gonna lie, I love dandelion to eat it. Dandelion greens, eating it, that's probably one of my favorite greens to add to a salad, man. Dandelion greens is so amazing when it comes to making a salad. Oh, wee. What you mean you glitching, gotta be? I'm crying. Woo! I like Shillinger is bitter AF, Garrison, but it's actually good as well. For real.
Right.
Tried to intrude my auric field, right? And right when he tried to intrude my auric field, I had a crystal on at the time. And no lie, I promise you, a woman, the same woman voice, she told me to lift my arms. She said, lift your arms up. And she told me to lift my arms a certain way. And a green, I'll never forget this, a green light shot out my crystal and formed a structure. And I moved my arms a certain way. And when I moved them, the thing couldn't take it and it bounced. It was like a green energy shot out. She was like, I don't know nothing about doing
right.
that.
And she told you what to do.
She said, boom. And I was like this. And I moved. It was like Doctor Strange when he do the yellow thing. And it made the green thing pop out. So I am not scared to take no kind of psychedelic experience or nothing because I know I have spiritual protection. And I know see these things. This is why it is that they're like, listen, we want you to partake in these experiences.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes when it's something malnourished, it's because they know you're a starseed and you chosen, and they want to keep you in a root chakra so they can usurp a little loose off you. Because fear emit that amber light and they feed off of it like a mosquito to a flame. So we in fear or low frequencies, that's the root chakra, which emits color. Yeah. But when we in a high vibration or that green, they can't. It's the 528 hertz, and it's the overwhelming energy form, that love frequency.
And the more fearless that we are, you're right. It's more the better experience you have, and the more that they come to you. Because be scared. In the beginning, I used to be like, "Ooh, what is that?" Like, jump for every little thing. Now I'm just so calm and cool. And I even had a situation where I was out of nowhere. I felt like I was, having some shocking pains in my side, like something was messing with me, like jab, And then I come to find out it was a reptilian, right? So. But something told me to, just, imagine myself like as being this burst of energy just to explode it off and just imagine it. I did that. The voice talked to me, told me what to do. I imagined that to happen, and I imagined it like I was just like combusting to break that thing off. And guess what? It left. It broke up. I imagined breaking that damn thing into pieces. And when I did that, it broke off of me, and I was like, I'm fearless. So whenever I would see anything come to me like that in my face, I'm like, I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you. I'm fearless. So move around. And then because they want the fear. That's how they feed off of the fear. When you're not fearless, they're not going to continue to come in your face or try to, So now I have that feeling of strong, like I'm fearless. You're not going to feed off my fear. There's nothing you're going to do to me. There's nothing that you can do to me. And that was it. But yeah, when I imagined that, she told me what to do, and I did that, it worked.
The thing, let me say this too, because the guys and goddesses watching this need to know this. One of the goddesses just typed exactly. Now she's scared to jump into the psychedelic experience a little bit, however. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that most people need to know. We have like color exactly.
I'm crying, KN.
You got scared, and immediately a spirit guide force of an ancestor or spirit guide immediately comforted you, didn't she?
Immediately, the voice came and was like, calm. We got you. Don't worry about this. This is going to be a smooth journey. You're not don't even worry about any of those. She made me feel so comfortable and then I just when I relaxed and I just felt I just let all of that fear flow off of me. The experience was the best, and then I was like, when am I going to do this again? I want to do it again. I want to go again because it was such a beautiful experience, and every time I did it after that was a beautiful
Yeah.
experience. It was, I never had any fearful, nefarious things, and any little things that would try to get in the way. Immediately they're out of there, and then I'm good. You know what I mean? But you're absolutely right. That guide is with me every time. The voice comes every time.
Listen, we are valued. We are valued in the cosmos, and most people don't know that your spiritual rank is way higher in the cosmos.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's funny.
That is amazing. And it's the same woman voice to be talking. It's a woman voice.
It's a woman's voice. And it's such a comforting voice. I mean, and the things that they show you and that you see it was like I said, I was smiling and crying at the same time because it was so beautiful. I didn't want it to end. I was like, I want to be where I want to go there. You know, I want to stay there.
Did you ask her name?
I didn't ask her her name. I didn't.
asked her name one time, and she told me her name was Mama Spirit. Is what she told me her
name. Mama Spirit goes crazy.
She said you could call me Mama Spirit. She's like almost like you like thank you, baby. She said you could call me Spirit with that type of like a relative of mine or something. You know what I'm saying?
It has to be an ancestor spirit guide, you know, guide.
She had that big mama energy, like, yo, you could call me Mama Spirit. You know, I'm like, okay. And then she was just telling me, and when I spoke to Mama Spirit, though, what I gathered from her, she said, you're very powerful, and you have to be very careful what you think about. She said, your thoughts are very powerful. And when she said that, I was like, wow. You know what I mean? Wow, but you know, if somebody said flirty, no, not like flirty, more like a motherly, like a grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Like a grandmother energy, like when a grandmother say, "Oh no, baby, you can have some more." Right. It was like that. It wasn't like she was being flirty. It was like more or less like a motherly instinct.
Right.
Like a nurturing
Absolutely, that
energy.
motherly guide. And like I said, when I was there, you know, they told me about my heart being different and said I was a goddess of unconditional love, and I was like, goddess of unconditional love, and I have been forgiven all my life. I have been unconditionally loving. Even to the people that have, like I said, done bad things, whatever, I forgive. I love them. I release that energy. When I went through Kundalini, my Kundalini experience back in 2019, I didn't even know what Kundalini really was during that point in time. And I was like in deep meditation, and I felt that serpent energy. I felt my body buzz, and I didn't even know. I jumped out. I was like, what is this? I jumped out of bed because I went to sleep doing this deep breathing meditation, and jumped out because I felt my body shaking, buzzing, right? And I went back into it, and I felt that buzzing, you know, sensation. And after that, it seemed like, you know, when that third eye completely was open. It was already open, but it was completely open at that point. And that's when I started even seeing things even more deeper, all the apparitions and things, seeing the colors, you know, differently, seeing all the things. And when I do the shrooms, it opens up in a way where it's like, well, I can hear my ears start to, you know, do that little
more too, right?
Yes. Listen, the sound becomes like in a
Speaking of that, anyone else been having like their ears clog up with, like, you know how, like, I don't even know how like your ears gets into a point where you hear everything that you're saying at an amplified tone inside your ears as if your ears is clogged or something. Anyone else been going through that? Just keep going on.
You start to hear different frequencies. Right.
Listen, you only had the chocolate bar. I gotta put you on game.
Okay.
I gotta listen. And Iboga, Changa. Changa is another one. It's a phenomenal psychedelic, but because it only lasts for like 30 minutes, and it's associated with the DMT family, which is dimethyltryptamine, which is naturally produced by our brain. And when you utilize the Changa, you able to get all kind of. I've seen all kind of like symbols and ancient symbolisms and visions. I see. Black extraterrestrials on ships and stuff flying. I'm talking about floating pyramids and stuff like that. You see all of this. Close your eyes and see the cosmos. See wars in the cosmos. You can see all of this stuff. You know what I mean? You see.
Yes.
I've seen all of us. Listen, when I tell you, I've seen all of us forming geometrical structures and flying and telepathically in sync. I'm not playing. I've really seen this.
Yeah. I believe it. I believe it. I've seen some of I think I shared with you some of the codes and some of the light codes that I've seen. And I'm like, maybe those light codes are something that is needed to be used. I need to see these symbols, and these symbols are going to do something, or maybe I'm already utilizing these symbols, you know, and they're just letting us know, like, you know, this is what it is, you know. But I remember a long time ago when I did an astral projection, I actually saw the pyramid type ships, And I was like, there's pyramid structures that are out there. They look like regular ships on the, when you actually first look at them. But when I went up and I hovered during this astral projection, I saw the pyramid. So when you mentioned that, I was like, I saw those years ago when I was doing the astral projection. I saw the ships, how they don't look like it when you look up, but if you go up top on them, you can see that they're actually pyramids, that exist as well.
Ships that we've thrown to this planet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, gotta be.
Like the Bermuda Triangle has crystal pyramids on the bottom of it. It's
Right.
pyramids on the moon. It's pyramids
I
on
know what you
Mars.
meant.
It's pyramids all over. Everywhere we went, we put pyramids there.
Yep.
They're shit. People don't like that. This is why it's pyramids over and all over this planet. It's pyramids all over this planet.
Yeah.
And I seen it in my trip experiments. And what's gonna happen is when the frequency of the planet elevate, the limestone in those pyramids is gonna vibrate off, and you're gonna see like a metallic gold or the crystalline structure. Some of them can actually are time travel too. You can time travel. You can do all kind of stuff with these pyramids and the energy generators also.
That's beautiful. And I know that, I just feel like, real soon, real soon, we're going to start seeing some things that are just, that's going to amaze everybody. I'm just really happy because we are in really, the times that we're in now, these are like times that were talked about back in, as you know, in ancient times that these things happen. So we're getting closer and closer to the culmination of something really big where everybody is going to see the things that we've been seeing, when we visited during this astral, projection, during the astral travel, the things that we see when we go that we do when we go to sleep at night, right? When we close our eyes, and we go to sleep. So,
Oh, listen, the crazy thing about it is right now, a lot of the chosen are reporting the same UFOs, the same ships, the same orbs, all of the same things that you should, like you send me some of these videos and stuff. A lot of chosen that don't have pages and stuff like that, they don't make videos, are saying and sending me the same exact things.
Wow.
Same things all over, all of these different things.
Wow, that's amazing.
Question me, question, what's this? And then a sister hit me up earlier talking about something, a spiritual force that touched her. I had to tell her, I said, listen, you may need to get the red dragon resin. She was scared, but she said something physically touched her. That means it has enough ashe to reach from whatever dimensional realm it's up to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gotta stay protected.
You need to put some salt.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Gotta be.
The entry of your door actually wards off evil spirits. Horseshoe. And the entry of the door could actually ward off malevolent fae, because some of the fae could be evil too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like iron. The fae, they don't like iron. So, I mean, it's a lot of things we're going to start to have to utilize for spiritual protection. Crystals, like I mentioned, shungite, obsidian, black tourmaline, orgone. All of these are different things you can use. Again, salt. One person made a video. I seen a video the other day. She said, a bad person was coming in over there. She thought she was a witch. She put salt on her, what's her name? On her window, and the person came over and they couldn't even be there. They just had to leave. Celtic salt, because it's the most high alkaline, which means it.
You said the Celtic salt,
You know what I mean? So these are some things that the guys and goddesses could get. Again, the red dragon resin, get that. I have and getting you crystals like shungite, obsidian, salt. Utilization of salt. Different pendants and things of that nature, because especially when they open these portals and stuff in the Vatican, you're gonna probably see a lot of different shadow apparitions, more different beings, and it's not to scare anyone. This is just facts. And
you good, gotta be. You're just a typo. You ain't glitching.
Yeah.
But if you're in a high vibration and you're divinely guided,
don't claim that. Don't put that on yourself.
It's the most important thing, more than anything you can even buy. It's just a high frequency.
You ain't glitching.
Yeah,
you ain't
and the ancestors, they're here. They're all around us. So, call on them for the protection. Your spirit guides going in. I mean, and these spiritual, like I mentioned, the spiritual baths and these spiritual showers that I do. Every time when I do those, I realize when I'm out, that's when I have even that much more activity, as if they just start coming out. The orbs start coming in and around right after I go into this deep meditation that I do when I'm in it. And they come out and I'm like, they're here. They're around. They're here to protect. I feel very safe, and we all should, feel safe and protected. As long as we're, you're putting in the work, we're doing what we're doing, making sure we're staying in that high frequency, high vibration, no matter what. Somebody put cats or spirit guides. Cats are amazing, because my cat, she's been looking all over the place and running.
I told y'all before, I'm gonna tell y'all again. Blue-eyed cats are mystics. Green-eyed cats are healers. Gold-eyed cats are guardians. If you know, you know.
I know she sees them every single day as well, and even my dogs. I let my dog out last night when I saw that plasma, and that plasma actually it turned green, which was interesting. It was like had some green eminence around it. But when I let her out, she looked up, and then she she's a little scary cat though. She ran she ran back in, but they're seeing the animals are acting different too. They're
Green
seeing
eye
it
cats
all.
are
You know?
healers.
Animals have a different magnetic connection to the planet, so they react differently to a lot of this paranormal phenomena. They can see through different dimensions that we can.
Yeah.
You know, the cats, again, cats to add on to that, cats like the Lyran energy, they the protectors of the stargates and the portals. You know what I'm saying? Which we're talking about on a cosmic level now. The Lyrans are the ones that typically, like when you even see the Stargate movie, typically you see the Lyrans there, the lion that come up in the very front. It's really in the very beginning of that movie. It's the personification of the being that can watch between two dimensions, basically. And that's what cats do. They can literally see in between dimensional timelines.
Yep.
You know, cats are a mixture of a reptile, too. They get their eyes slant. It's the same as the reptilian, too. You know, they kind of got their reptilian brain is a little bit more pronounced. They can definitely see through dimensions.
Yeah.
But dogs, like you mentioned, dogs, they're in touch with Canis Major. They're in touch with Sirius. They're in touch with a lot of, and Sirius is, and Nibiru is about to cut. Like, listen, if you really look at Sirius, the dog star, literally would see different dogs forming in the light of the stars. It literally forms different dogs.
It depends.
It literally
How I feel.
it's crazy.
Okay.
Different dogs. And I'm like, damn, that's why they call it the dog star?
Right. And I'm telling you, when I saw that the stars aligned, that was one of the, faces that showed up in the sky was that face of a shape of a dog.
Yeah. So they're tapped into, and it's dog beings as well. On a planet as well. A lot of people make mention of the Lyrans a lot, but they don't make mention of the dog beings. This whole planet was a testing facility. And right now, it's just like I mentioned that we're the zoo of the cosmos. I always mention we're the ones behind the firmament. The other beings, the ones that came down, were called watchers, and they were just kind of watching us.
Yeah, hard talkers definitely do.
Animals at the zoo, we go there and we watch them. We at that point we're watchers. Right. You know what I mean? This is pretty much where we are. We behind a hydrogen dome of firmament, if you may, and pretty much just being observed by the cosmos, and they're very interested in our ascension process to see how far we're gonna come along.
Yep.
Because a lot of them, the Arcturians and Lyran seeded the planet, and now the Anunnaki and other beings are here because they're fighting over dominance of the planet, believe it or not. Some of the nefarious factions, and then our star family is here too, and they fighting for dominance over the planet. It's a lot that's going on. By February, we gonna see some crazy stuff be announced or something crazy. I can feel it. I feel it.
I feel it too. I feel it too. And I think that, and more people, the people that weren't believers before. And I mean, I have a lot of people that I know that just, used to look at me like, okay, she's a little, but they're now like waking up and coming and being like, you know what? I remember when you told me XYZ. I remember when you said, this stuff was going on underground. Even all this stuff with, the whole celebrity, the fake celebrities, right? Because I know they're not really celebrities to me, but all the stuff that's happening with them. I talked about this years ago. I was like, it's going to come a time where all this stuff is going to fall. They're no longer going to be, looked at, and people are like, what are you talking about? Because people get so attached to the point where they worship these people, right? And get so attached to them to the point where they just they couldn't phantom it. Now look what's happening. Look what's happening with them.
Well, what I always say is they, the worship gene, the vesicular monoamine transporter. I always say that these entertainers or celebrities or stars, right? Stars are basically extraterrestrial biological entities with skin suits and skin masks and all that. I believe that they're. What if they some of the Anunnaki or some of these different beings that and then you see some of them and they always celebrities, always royals. Some of the royals and stuff that always was like known and in the limelight. And then this is why people worship genius activated when they see them. You know what I'm saying? They fall all over them and all of that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They get you to buy whatever they want you to get. The clothes. The rapper could talk about taking lean and promethazine, and now the kids want to take lean and promethazine and stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, we.
And what I think is really interesting, and talking to a lot of people who are considered chosen.
She's one
it's
of
funny
them.
how most of us never really got to the point of being like, to that point of worship and these, celebrities and getting where it's like, oh, I have to have a front seat ticket. I gotta spend all this money. I've never been that person, and I'm not knocking anybody who is, because to each his own. But it's like, in our spirit, our soul just knew, like, don't, it just didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like the same thing, like with religion, it just didn't feel right to me. I knew that it I always used to say, even before I got deep into being this, spiritual version of myself, because, we all go through life and go through whatever, and you just get confused in terms of who we're supposed to be, because, when you're, growing up, this is the way, this is normal. The way you are is not right, right? So I try to conform. I tried to, and I just could never conform. I always broke out of it, right? And just being around that, it just didn't feel right with me. Religion didn't. I used to always tell people, well, my body's a temple. I feel good. I have a connection with the Creator already, so I don't really need to, go. And they're like, blasphemy, that's not right. But it's, we are the spirit, the soul. We are
Of
fragments
course.
of source creation.
You know what's funny? This is just part one of this conversation. There's a whole part two. That's why I said, do y'all want to save it for the next rotation, or y'all want to keep going? Because this is already long, part one, and there's a part two. Yes, I definitely feel you. Gotta be. It's like you're stooping down to their vibration in a way, and that's my thing. And that's what I meant earlier by it's so hard for me to still be righteous to people who's nefarious towards me. I'd rather just detach. Instead of giving you the energy you want, I'd rather just detach, pretty much.
And we have that in us. We are gods and goddesses. And that's something that just people are now waking up to realizing that, which is beautiful. More and more of us are waking up to that.
Fact. That's a fact. And I mean, and that's what the Great Awakening is about. It's about everyone realizing that everything they've been taught thus far was just for the sole purpose of mind control. From the years 1 to 7, it's the most impressionable. That's when that ability of actually molding you and endowing the matrix into your subconscious your mind. And then you kind of grow up the whole time believing it. You go to school for 8 hours a day, and then you go from K through 12, and then that's you got to work. You got to be there for 8 hours a day, and then you got to make so you're always consistently
they feed off our energy.
to really go inward.
So it's like you giving them what they want. You feeding them a piece of you that they want. When that's not even your Bob. That's not your Bob.
We know the genus, the amber light beings, the Garabat, the Melnel action. When we talk about religion in regards to monotheistic religion, Akhenaten, Marduk, which was Amun-Ra, is the creator of monotheistic religion, basically. When at the time, he's one of the reasons why they used to say no other God and all of that. Marduk felt like since he slayed Tiamat, that nobody should be revered over him.
Right.
So at the time, he said no other God should be this, and then he said this is idol worship. That's all commemorated on Marduk, and then he also switched his name to Amun-Ra. So whenever you say Amen, they commemorating him. They giving him energy just by saying Amen. At the end of the day.
Yes.
Right.
So
yep.
All of that.
I told many people about that.
All of that stemmed from the Mount Elephant Anunnaki. Even the God in the Bible is Enlil. En mean Lord, Lil means sky. So the Lord of the sky is the personification of Enlil, basically, who is the Lord of the sky. And then, so all of that, even with the Garden of Eden story, when Eve seen the reptilian that was speaking, basically some say it was Enki, basically trying to tell her what was right, because there was a sibling rivalry between Enki and Enlil. And Enki told her, no, you are more than this. You are good. You are this. Because at the time, Enki and Isis loved the human, the Adamu is what they referred to us as.
Adamu.
Isis basically was really happy when they created the first Adamu. So the way the story goes, it was more than one Adam. A lot of people don't know, because after Isis actually conceived the Adam, she went to 7 other sisters from her laboratory, because she used to be. They was very brilliant, and this is the thing: the patriarch got rid of the woman. These women were brilliant geneticists and scientists, almost like look at T'Challa's sister, pretty much how she's a brilliant scientist, but it was mad women scientists like that, all of them brilliant scientists like that, right? So
they got actually several ways to attempt to feed off of us. That's why, as he was saying, there's things we need to do to form protection amongst ourselves so that we don't get fed off of, because there's so many people who's not aware of these things that they get fed off of by default. That's why they feel anxiety, stress, depression, XYZ, because they have no knowledge of these things, or they think it's so far-fetched. So that leaves several doorways open for these nefarious entities to feed off of.
So they all wanted to partake in that Adamu project too, and they all decided to have kids too. Most people don't know that. So it was more than one Adam. It was other Anunnaki women that also conceived children as well. So when we talk about star seeds, a lot of us actually are descendants from these beings. The thing about it is also Enlil also has some offspring, which is the malevolent one. And a lot of those are the ones that's associated with the hidden hand.
Right.
Some of the beings
and the governments, right?
And also some of the negative ones came from Saturn.
Yeah.
Why they worship Saturn, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about melanated beings from Saturn, pitch black on top of this bottle, pitch black, right? This is when Norman Berg once said they're black. I'm talking about tall black beings from Saturn. They and they built the rings on Saturn. Saturn also could be short for satellite, right? And it sends different frequencies and things of that nature. These beings built the rings on Saturn, and a lot of these beings are associated with the hidden hand and nefarious factions in conjunction with Enlil. So when you talk about the 1%, we talking about black people right on top. But then they wanted to create enemy for us, so they created.
You heard what he said earlier on this conversation, right? Earth is like a zoo of the cosmos. Everything is being spectated. Everything is being spectated.
Being the enemy, so they can create diversity to create us separated. So we don't have the concept of unity, right? But beings are inducing the Saturn moon matrix as well as the Black Knight satellite. Now,
like realistically, think about it. Why we can't go to the? This is the thing. If the Earth is round, if the Earth is flat, whatever you feel is right, why we can't go to Antarctica? Why do all countries who be having beef and disputes, y'all have this one treaty that y'all don't break about Antarctica? Why we can't go over there? Why certain people is not given access to sea diving and sea exploration? Why we can't go to certain parts of the world, geographical sites, XYZ? Why is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? But they got people so indoctrinated and so deep in their slumber, they don't think that's iffy. They don't think that's weird. It's really weird. So you telling me, oh, Earth is just a circle. If you walk in a straight enough line, you'll end up in the same place. Yeah, miss me with that BS. Okay, Earth is flat. Okay, so why we can't go to Antarctica? What y'all hiding there? We can't go over there. You mean you telling us as civilians, as a civilian, a sovereign being of this planet, we can't go over there just with no ill intent. We not going with no guns. We not going to start no wars. We can't just travel over there and we'll get shot and gunned down or murdered in cold blood when we ain't even formed no threat. Think about it. Think about it. It's a reason. It's not even, they hiding something, but we know what they're hiding. They're hiding that the world is much more vast. You know what I'm saying? The world is much more vast than what y'all told us. Y'all just want to keep us enclosed in a certain confinement, if that's the word I'm looking for, so that y'all want to keep control over the people, when realistically, the world is so much more vast.
Black Knight satellite that's been up there for 13,000 years. It's a device that sit near the moon.
And that's from
that's
from the Anunnaki, right? Is that the one you're talking? Yeah.
Talk about that eye in the sky or Big Brother's watching.
I heard about that
for years, and they kind of fear our ascension process low key because they know that once we remember who we really are, it's a wrap. They're not going to be able to usurp, loosh, adrenochrome. It's a wrap for all of their resources from us.
Right.
They've been that's a level 0 civilization this whole time.
Feeding off of our energy for far too long, and that's why when I have any of those thoughts, where whatever it is, whether it's finances or this or that, it comes up in my head. I'm like, these aren't my thoughts. These are not my thoughts. This is I say that, and I know that it just it bothers them, right? Because when I'm catching it, I'm like, these are my thoughts. Nah, this is not me. Let me get back on this positive. Let me get back into spreading love. Let me get back into this high frequency energy. Put on some good music. Let me do something to get back into this group. Because I know this is all an illusion. This is all fake anyway. All of it is fake. all made up, you know, and they don't want us to realize that and know that. And that's what I'm spreading. I spread it to everybody I know and people in general, and what we're doing, the work we're doing, trying to spread it to the masses so that we all can come together and unify, because the time is coming real soon. If the time is coming real soon, we're going to have to unify, and we're going to have to bring back that love frequency, because we're going to see things that, you know, as we know that, you know, it's going to be incredible. But I do feel more of a positive, you know, feeling. I feel that, yeah, there's some negative energies at play trying to do some things, but I think that we've already won. As you mentioned, love has already won. Love wins. And the vibration and frequency, I feel it. Like, I'm connecting more and more to people that are like us, you know, and more people are coming in. You know, it's an amazing time to be in right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But see, and when you talk about those thoughts, not my own, and you're like, those thoughts, that also ties into parasitic organisms, and why detox the body and cleansing yourself of parasites is so important as well. Because I also always explain how parasites have the ability of implementing intrusive thoughts. All right. Their objective is to induce the hive mind, and the hive mind is the personification of following the matrix, or being an NPC, another NPC, basically.
Absolutely not. And that's my thing. Like, I don't live by societal norms anymore. So for someone to jump in my comments and add their input about my like they know my personal situation, is like, you want me to be an NPC? You want me to get up and follow the system that was given to us, that was given to you? Yeah, right. Miss me with that BS. I know better now. You think I'm, yeah, okay.
A lot of the nefarious food or genetically modified organisms is another way to get people.
Yeah.
You know
I stay away from that stuff. I don't do anything that's bioengineered, anything that has GMOs. I don't mess with it. I stay away from all of that stuff, because you're absolutely right. And it's funny because, as we know, as the years have progressed, they put more and more. They snuck all that stuff into the food chain. I did a post, I want to say last year, about that, and I was like, your favorite food, your favorite snack food.
For sure.
Look at this. Turn over the label. You read that stuff. It's poison. We've been poisoned,
Yo,
especially here in the United States. More.
Like, my apologies if y'all feel like I'm pausing it too much, but look, you know how many years ago, like, I used to love cereal. Like, that used to be my favorite snack, and it's kind of ass backwards, because I used to smoke and then eat 2 big ass bowls of cereal, you feel me, and drink the milk. And you know, like, if you know, milk kind of sobers you up. There's something along the milk that sobers you up in a way. So it's like, I'm cheating myself, but that used to be my favorite snack when I smoked. You feel me? And I realized at one point, so many years, I'm talking about I was a teen, probably like 16. I used to be a cereal head. You feel me? Cookie Crisp, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Crunch Berries, Peanut Butter Crunch. It's a few. Anyway, yo, once I seen certain products, I say, yo, hold on, this is cleaning products, bro. They putting cleaning products in the Honey Smacks? They putting, man, I lost my mind, and I kind of fell back from cereal. Because, like, why y'all putting cleaning products to clean bathrooms and floors and all surface purpose cleaners in the cereal? Yeah. Let's keep going on.
More than any country, right?
Country. Most of all the ingredients is emulsifiers, preservatives and things of that nature, to try to preserve the shelf life of the food.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I personally don't recommend anyone, you know, getting into like, you got to be very careful and read the ingredients of everything that you decide to put in the body right now. You know what I mean? Genetically modified organisms are designed to hinder your genetic sequence, because right now the DNA is going to be activated. All right, this is very important that people know this. Right now, with everything that was happening around the time they had people wearing masks and staying in the house, this is when they went around, took all the seeds out the vegetables. They had us in the house so they can change everything.
Right.
They made the food more toxic. They did all of that, and right around that time. And now they're doing it, and they're trying to contaminate the food and all of that, and spray the sky again, and do that again. So this is why I'm saying, cleanse yourself. Chlorophyll, black walnut, sweet wormwood, whole cloves not only kill parasites but also eradicate their eggs. Oil of oregano, get rid of parasites. Things like shilajit for trace minerals. All of these things are important that we, because cosmic light code integration is really what we need to focus on.
Yeah, and you've introduced me to even more things. So I've always been, you know.
I used to be a candy fiend, a snack fiend. And when I say a fiend, I'm talking about I used to be the person who preferred like brownies and cakes and things like that over candy because I used to eat a lot of candy. And I think I give my greatest gratitude and thanks that I have not ever gotten cavities, ever. With as much candy as I have eaten in my life. I don't eat candy at all anymore, by the way, but generally, I have not ever gotten cavities, and I give my greatest gratitude and thanks. My mom and the dentist used to be surprised, like, yo, how this dude do not have cavities? I used to eat loads of candy, and then it got to a point where I didn't even want the candy. I used to just love the cakes and snacks, and none of them taste the same. Once I realized none of them taste the same, I stopped eating them. None of that stuff tastes the same at all. You eat a brownie now, one of them little brownies, not the cosmic ones, like the walnut ones. I used to like the walnut ones over the cosmic ones. The cosmic ones was always garbage to me, honestly. But the walnut ones, the ones with the little nuts on top, man, I used to love them. So now, right, and if we had the access to time travel in real time right now, go and eat one of those walnut brownies right now and then travel to like the year 99, 2000 and have one of them from then. I guarantee you're going to enjoy the one from back then instead of right now. Almost guaranteed. Keep going on.
I keep all of those herbs in my, I always had it because my father, growing up, he was always into herbal medicine. He was always into like, we don't do westernized medicine growing up. It was, hold your head back. Let me pour this down your throat. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how I grew up. So I took it to the next level. And then, listening to you, I even took it up even a more notch and started getting some of those, those products as well. But I keep oil of oregano drops in my water bottles. I drink that daily. The wormwood, absolutely. I try to do these detoxes, chlorophyll, all of the things that, you mentioned, shilajit, very, very, powerful. So I agree with you on all those things. And you're like,
and then even then, like a lot of those chemicals are placed into not only harm you from the inside out, but to make you addicted, to make you keep eating it and more and more. Man, honey buns don't taste nowhere near the same as before, man. Even Oreos. Don't get me started with realizing what Oreos really are and what symbol is on it and what, you feel me? But I used to love Oreos. Man, the last time I had an Oreo, I'm like, yo, they don't even taste the same, bro. I used to love these. Nah.
Like I mentioned, holistic remedies, the best, and your Blue Lotus, amazing. Your Blue Lotus is the best Blue Lotus that I've purchased. So yeah.
Nice.
Gratitude.
Okay.
Now, I tell people to also utilize things like ormus, colloidal silver, and like because they also replenish your trace minerals.
I used to like honey buns, man. They're disgusting.
So colloidal golds and colloidal silvers are very good.
They're disgusting now. Oreo is disgusting.
Basically,
don't get me started with what they represent and who they belong to. Don't get me started with that, but I used to love Oreos. Once I found out what they represent and who they belong to, I was pissed off of how many Oreos I've consumed in my life. Like, I've consumed a lot of Oreos in my life. I used to love Oreos. Love them.
When your cells stop multiplying, because we have trillions of cells, and typically they're multiplying all the time. As we get older, though, they stop multiplying. But once you start utilizing colloidal gold, colloidal silver,
especially
things like
I used to open them and scrape the cream off. I used to like the cookie, not the cream. Like the cream was kind of whack to me, but the cookie itself, ooh, wait.
More and more and more, and then at that particular point in time, you have the ability of reversing the process of aging. You know what I mean?
Is the colloidal gold? So I have monatomic gold. Is that pretty much similar? The white ormus, monatomic.
Right,
so when you get orms, orms stand for orbitally rearranged monatomic element. Is what orms are. On a quantum level, what it does is basically it's like the philosopher's stone in a sense. What the philosopher's stone basically means is it was able to turn lead to gold. Basically, something heavy and make it something light. So when you think about that, basically we got a lot of calcium deposits on our pineal gland. So what the orms is doing is basically
things that we see when we go to sleep at night, right? When we close our eyes, and we go to sleep. So
So listen, the crazy thing about it is right now.
Is it over? Is it done?
a lot of the chosen are reporting the same UFOs, the same ships, the same orbs, all of the same things that you should, like, you send me some of these videos and stuff. A lot of chosen that don't have pages and stuff like that, they don't make videos, are saying and sending me the same exact things.
Wow.
Same things all over for
Wow.
all of these different things.
Wow, that's amazing.
Question to me,
Yeah.
question, what's this? And then a sister hit me up earlier talking about something, a spiritual force that touched her. I had to tell her, I said, listen, you may need to get the red dragon resin. She was scared.
Yeah.
But she said something physically touched her. That means it has enough ashe to reach from whatever dimensional realm it's.
Did it glitch and go back?
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. You gotta stay protected.
You need to put some salt around the room.
Mm-hmm.
Hang upward at the entry of your door. Actually wards off people's spirits. Horseshoe at the entry of the door could actually.
Oh no! Okay, no, it ain't go back. It ain't go back.
Faith to be evil too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like iron. The faith, they don't like iron. So I mean, it's a lot of things we're gonna start to have to utilize for spiritual protection. Crystals, like I mentioned, shungite, obsidian, black tourmaline, orgone.
I feel like it did some good stuff just now.
One person made a video. I seen a video the other day. She said a bad person was coming in over this. She thought she was a witch. She put salt on her, what's the name? On her window, and the person came over and they couldn't even be there. They just had.
It glitched out, bro.
Celtic salt because it's the most high alkaline.
Yo, it glitched out, bro, because the video ain't start like this. What you mean, sharing what? Sharing what again? Gotta be. F out of here with mass hallucination. Don't we look to the person next person? You see that? Yeah, facts.
Which means
You said the Celtic salt, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So these are some things that the guys and goddesses could get. Again, the red dragon resin, get that. I have been getting you.
I'm not like, I feel like it glitched out.
Salt, you know, utilization of salt, different pendants and things of that nature. Because when especially when they open these portals and stuff in the Vatican, you're gonna probably see a lot of different shadow apparitions, more different beings, and it's not to scare anyone. It's just facts, and to make everybody's up on game for what they may see.
Yeah.
But if you're in a high vibration and you're divinely guided, you're protected anyway. So a high vibration is the most important thing, more than anything you can even buy. It's just a high frequency.
Absolutely. Yeah, and the ancestors, they're here. They're all around us anyway. So, you know, call on them for the protection, your spirit guides going in. I mean, and these spiritual...
Sharing them again to show... Oh. I mean, I could probably share it on my community tab because it's a part 2, and that's why I'm trying to make sure that it didn't glitch out because we already on 2 hours and 40 minutes on the live, and we got a whole part 2 to this bill right here. So I'm trying to make sure it ain't glitch out before I go to part 2.
Well, like I mentioned, the spiritual baths and the spiritual showers that I do. Every time when I do those, I realize when I'm out, that's when I have even that much more activity, as if they just start coming out. The orbs start coming in and around right after I go into this deep meditation that I do when I'm in it. And they come out like, and I'm like, they're here. They're around. They're here to protect. I feel very safe, and we all should, you know, feel safe and protected. As long as we're, you know, you're putting in the work.
Yeah, it glitched out. Let's go to part 2. I don't know what the hell happened, but let's go to part 2. Let's go to part 2. I'll share it on the community tab if you guys want to watch it all over on your own time. Pardon. Let's go to part 2 though. I don't know what happened. It glitched out or something. Whatever. We on 2 hours and 40 minutes, so yeah. I'm gonna try to use the bathroom. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be back, but I got it playing. I'm gonna pull up my phone and watch with you guys from my phone to see part 2.
Peace to the gods and goddesses.
But I really feel like this one glitched out.
We're doing what we're doing, you know, making sure we're staying in that high frequency, high vibration, no matter what. You
This
know,
one glitched
somebody
out
put
when it
cats or
froze.
spirit guides.
Yeah,
Cats
you see?
are
Cats or
amazing.
spirit guides. Yeah, you see? It glitched out. And if you see, the video don't start like this. Look, I'm gonna restart it. Look, I'm gonna refresh it. Look. See? When it froze, it glitched out. It glitched out, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
The live was cut earlier. The live was cut. I don't know what happened.
You see?
It froze up on me earlier. Peace to the gods and goddesses.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
All right, bet.
Peace to the gods and
I'll be
goddesses.
back,
Was
y'all.
good, family. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I'll
The
be
goddess, her video froze up. Her page froze, and I don't know what happened. Must have been some form of technical glitch. Peace to the gods and goddesses. What's good with y'all? Nah, actually, no, it doesn't. You can use sex to actually implement creation. You can use it for creation. You just got to be careful who you interact with, because sex is a sacred energy exchange. So you just got to be careful who you decide to mix your energy with in that regard. Okay, but no, it doesn't lower your frequency. If used the correct way, you can actually manifest more things into your existence. So no, it doesn't. Peace and love. Yeah. Soon as they do. They always try to mess things up. Peace to the gods and goddesses. What's good with y'all? Yeah. You got to be very careful who you do interact with and share your energy with, though. Peace to the gods and goddesses. Yeah, sometimes they mess with they compromise the energy. I got y'all in the meditation. I got y'all. Peace, family. Yeah, Dad froze you up for a minute.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was wondering what happened. I thought maybe they disconnected it again.
Yeah. Sometimes after an hour, we'll disconnect.
Okay.
After you go on Instagram for over an hour, we'll disconnect.
Got it.
But once I start, we was talking about decalcifying the pineal gland.
Yeah.
And a lot of the GMOs and genetically modified food does have a bearing on your pineal gland and your ability to remember your dreams. And a lot of your dreams are a lot of that is access to the Akashic records or your primordial knowledge. So decalcifying of the pineal gland is very essential, and it's the key to access to higher dimensional planes. So things like Haritaki, things like Blue Lotus, things like mugwort are essential for activation of the pineal gland, as well as decalcifying the pineal gland. Shilajit also works for decalcifying the pineal gland as well.
Mm-hmm. Do you recommend for anybody that takes all of them? What if you take Haritaki? Because I take Haritaki, Shilajit, Blue Lotus. I do it all. So do you take them all as well?
Yeah, I take them. I take them all. I use because Shilajit is essential. I got Shilajit in this water right now.
Yeah.
I got Shilajit, and I use the lemons because after 12 hours, your lemons or key limes convert your water into alkaline. Mm-hmm. So if you get regular spring water, you squeeze the lemon juice in there, let the lemon sit for about 12 hours, it automatically converts it into an alkaline formula. You know what I mean? So that's very, very essential for utilize. And then we want to make sure we're at a 7 on. Sorry about that. I got a call.
Okay. I was like, I was making sure you're good.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, but no, what I was saying is, yes, I do utilize multiple herbs, because again, decalcifying the pineal gland, they have a lot of attacks on the pineal gland that they implement in order to try to. And a lot of people don't even are asking me, how do I dream and how do I do this? I can't remember my dreams. You have to ask yourself, what are you consuming first and foremost? Make sure you're cutting out all processed foods. Absolutely. Nothing in the box or anything like that. You want to make sure that you're reading the instructions, reading the directions, reading the nutrition facts. Okay. The people who built the food pyramid don't know nothing about building no pyramids. Okay. So everything that they put in the nutrition facts and everything like that, all the ingredients is really cancer causing agents for the most part. This is also why I tell people they should be taking black seed oil every day.
Yeah, I love black seed oil too. Yeah,
it contains thymoquinone, which fights cancer. Things like soursop bitters are gonna fight cancer. I mean, because they do so many different things to affect us with cancer-causing ingredients and emulsifiers.
I love dandelion tea for that as well. I love that.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
I was, and you also mentioned intermittent in another video, intermittent fasting.
Yes,
I think that's also
right now. If you can avoid eating altogether, even better. But intermittent fasting is going to be something that's very essential right now. Okay. And also avoiding any pharmaceutical, big pharma, period. Pharmacy stands for pharmakia, which meant dark sorcery and witchcraft. All right. It's the Greek word for pharmakia. And pretty much what they're doing is dark alchemy with most of the pharmaceuticals. For everything you take, it has a side effect. And you have to take another drug to heal that ailment now. So big pharma is something that we need to stay away from. Actually, most of the ingredients are designed to affect the melanin, which I did. I did a video on. I explained how it affects the neuromelanin, which is secreted from the substantia nigra. And a lot of the medicine they use affects the dopaminergic neurons that produces neuromelanin. So and neuromelanin is the glue of the cosmos. Right. Okay. Yeah. Now, and what people don't know is that you have something in your brain that's actually attached to the glue of the universe, which means you're primordial. You existed longer than the universe. Okay, you existed before the inception of the universe. You existed for billions of years, technically. Okay, so you just remembering this experience as it is your first time, but you've been here in multiple incarnations. Most people can't fathom that, and it's hard for them to wrap their mind around that. This is why when you have those psychedelic experiences that we were discussing earlier, you can remember past lives.
Yeah,
That voice you heard,
absolutely.
that voice you heard, it could be like a higher version of yourself or something like that.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I didn't think about that, but you're absolutely right. And I also believe that, I actually did a post about, what you're really good at. How many things do you do? Like some people are multi-talented and they have no idea. They'll just get into something and start doing things and they're like, they do it like so easy. It comes so easy to them. Most likely they've, had so many past lives that they have all of these skills now that they carry from their past lives, like you being, this shaman in a sense, with holistic remedies. And you were most likely shaman in other lives, and whatever, being an alchemist, doing whatever we do, we've done that in other lives and we perfect it each time. And we just have these, and we don't even know until we actually dive into it and we start working on different things and like, wow, I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
It comes naturally to us because most likely in our past lives we've done those things before. So
like the movie
yeah.
Infinity shows that. It's a movie on Paramount called Infinity, where he says he's remembering doing it. He's just remembering doing it. He's not. This is his first time learning it. He's actually just remembering doing it.
Remembering it,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
Yeah,
Like like a good swordsman or something like that, or somebody
I
who's a
said,
good singer or a good rapper, or somebody who's just naturally talented or something like that. They did it multiple times, and they just have so much experience with doing it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's true. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree. I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah.
But I really do believe I was a shaman and a herbalist in my past life. And certain experiences just showed me that in my
for
past
sure.
life I did these things.
I mean, the way you speak about these things and you're just so passionate about it, it's no doubt. I know that I co-sign on that. You definitely had something to do with that in the past life, So that's amazing.
But some of the things that we got to get into now is more or less utilization of the herbs, because also when you utilize the herbs more, it keeps you less hungry with intermittent fasting. That's another thing I noticed. With intermittent fasting, I can utilize certain herbs like black mackerel root. I'll utilize a little cordyceps because it lowers cholesterol. And now when I use these things, I may not have to eat for a long time. Because
you're absolutely right. I find recently, I've been up and down with my appetite, right? Recently, it's gotten back to the point where I have barely an appetite, where I'm like, wow, I didn't eat today. What did I eat today? I'm doing more liquids. So I'm doing the intermittent fasting as well. All during the day, I'm not really taking in anything. And then I'm doing liquids. And then in the evening, and even when it's time for me to eat, I'm not even hungry. So sometimes I'll just skip. I'm like, I'm not even, my body is not even hungry, but I am using microroot as well. I'll put that in my water as well. I put like the chlorophyll, the microroot, the oil of oregano, and I also do moringa drops.
Yeah, moringa is 120 times more potent than vitamin C. Now, I've seen somebody in the comments say that food is a very big problem for me. This means that you need the parasite cleanse. You need to utilize like sweet wormwood, black walnut, whole cloves. Now, most of your cravings aren't your own. Most of the time, it's parasitic organisms that take residency in the colon that have the ability of sitting. Now, you have to remember, you have 3 brains. Your stomach is a brain, your heart is a brain, and then you have your nervous system. So the way parasites work typically is they actually have the ability of traveling through your neural network. They can have the ability of traveling through your neurons in your stomach, making it to your heart and all the way to your brain. Then they have the ability at that point, once they get to your brain, that's called toxoplasma gondii. They can influence and implement intrusive thoughts through your brain, through your neural synapses right there, right? And they're very intelligent, contrary to what most people think. They think they're just small beings that don't know anything, but they're very intelligent, intellectual beings. You can't really rate the level of intelligence based on something by size. You know what I'm saying? Because look at us compared to a whale, for example. We're very intelligent, but look at the size of a whale, right? So we can't sleep on the intelligence of something just because it's small, right? When these things getting you, and not only that, here's another thing. Parasites have the ability of sending off certain chemical signatures to make you attracted to beings that you even shouldn't be attracted to. You could be messing with somebody, they could have certain parasites in them, release a certain chemical release that makes those parasites in your body actually want those parasites, and they get together and make new parasites.
Wow.
This is why
That's deep.
This is real. Like seriously,
Right.
when I talk about the hive mind and intrusion of the hive mind, Now, when we talk about parasitic organisms, I made a video and I made mention of how certain extraterrestrials are responsible for different nefarious things that go on this planet. For example, when we talk about child trafficking, we could acquaint that with the draconians. We can acquaint that with usurping of adrenochrome from the 33rd vertebrae, taking the adrenochrome out the left eye. We know that they, a lot of the times, the draconians typically, when kids are in a high state of fear, they have the ability at that point of utilizing adrenochrome, which is crazy. We know that I made mention of how toxic metals come from the grays, or some individuals made mention of being abducted and being left with metals in their body, metals that they had no idea of and stuff. Different probes and stuff like that. Some of you guys have family from the cosmos and don't even know it. Some of you guys got family and different kids and stuff in the cosmos and don't even know. That's a whole nother video. Got kids and stuff. It's people that that got abducted by extraterrestrials, and then they go through sleep hypnosis, and they'll remember families that they had and times that they was on ships and seen kids and stuff like that. Did they look like them, and it's a mixture of gray and stuff like that.
Right.
Because the grays was they was worried about their lifeline, so they was abducting different people to try to keep their lineage. Some people say the grays is us from the future, or different humans from the future, or whatever the case may be. I don't know how true that is, but I hear about a lot of people saying that they have different family in the cosmos and stuff. So now, with all these UFOs and UAPs and orbs and different things coming to the planet, what if a lot of us have different family out there we don't even know about?
Yeah, what if our soul family, our cosmic family, are on some of those ships and they looking out for us and lining up, you know, in each of these different locations around? You're absolutely right. That could possibly be, you know. Sometimes I feel, because sometimes I look up, you know, and I feel really connected to some of them, like, you know, really connected, like, you know, it's just a feeling that I just have, like there's something to this. I know, because like I mentioned, all the orbs that are around, I know they're the ancestors and the spirit guides, and they're all around. They're all around all of us right now. They're really here, like you mentioned. They're here now. They're guiding us, and they're here to protect us. You know, so.
But see, it's the thing. The thing with this is also, it's so much that's going on right now with the planet. It's exciting. It's an exciting time to be alive. It's a very exciting time to be alive. It's an amazing time to be alive right now. You know, I'm excited to see what's going to happen all the time.
Yeah, me too.
It's like I believe they got a show right now where the extraterrestrials is watching us. They like, oh, today is episode of Earth. Today's episode of Earth 2. You know, with watching crazy stuff.
I was just talking to somebody else about that. It was another my cosmic sister. I was talking, and we were saying that she was like, I bet you they're tuning in to us and, like, you know, checking out everything that's going on. They're really excited about what's going on right now, because this has never happened before. So this is really big for them. They're tuning in, watching us.
Yeah, you know, so. That's a fact. I wholeheartedly believe that, and I agree. I think it's a situation where this is why they come into the planet so much, and why some of us see them. You seen a being outside your ring cam now, a whole being, not an orb. You seen something standing out there.
All right,
talk about that a little bit. What was that about?
So you're saying when I would looked up into the sky, or when?
In the sky, you seen something. We seen something outside your ring cam. It would look like a gray. It looked like a gray.
Oh, yes. So yeah, that hasn't happened ever since that, you know, and especially when you sent me those organized the pyramids. I put that all around, you know. I had to do the sage thing, all of that, you know, to keep them away. So you know, as you mentioned, you know, I had to check my ring camera, because there's a lot of activity. It only goes off when there's movement. And for this particular night, the camera, you know, captured some beings outside my door, which I posted, you know, on TikTok, outside the door looking in. And one of them, definitely, I had to kind of slow the camera down, pause it, go back. And when I saw that little big head, you know, big eye being looking into the window, I was just like, I was like, this can't be real.
I was like, what the hell?
Right, this cannot be real. And it did look like a little gray. But you know, but it didn't come in though. They were right in looking, like, for some reason, maybe, you know, I don't know, that my energy or the protection of my ancestors, whatever, they didn't come in. They were outside they didn't come in. They were outside the door looking in, like, you know, to peeking in, probably like we're
now. Let me tell you something about the grays. Let's talk about the grays a little bit. The grays typically are messengers a lot of times. Now, some people demonize the grays. I believe it's duality and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Typically they are demonized. I ain't gonna lie, the reptilians are demonized too, but there's so many different types of grays. Now these grays didn't look like your standard short ones. Right?
No,
These
they
to me
didn't.
look like your taller grays.
Right.
These now the gray or taller grays are more or less the real biological ones. These wasn't short grays, Cosmic Family. These were taller grays that I seen them too. I seen the pictures of things.
Yeah.
Right now, when you think about grays and you think about taller ones, these ones more or less didn't look like they were robot droids.
Right.
Well, all right, so when you get the smaller ones, those are biological engineer, almost like AI.
Mm-hmm.
Those ones, you could tell their mental faculties was on point. They knew what the hell they was doing.
Yeah.
They was there like, we
Right.
here. You know what I mean?
But the crazy part about it, I didn't feel any negative nefarious type energy from it. I really didn't. Like, I didn't feel scared. I didn't feel, and even in the home, even though I sage and I did all, I didn't feel anything nefarious.
Well,
you know
you
what I'm
gotta
saying?
make sure you can't keep using the correct spiritual protection just in case.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't sense a malevolent presence from them either. They didn't seem menacing and appearance, at least to me.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty good at reading auras. I could see something and be like, oh, but no, that ones I was like, okay, that's interesting. Those are grays and they taller grays. They don't look like biological engineered ones. Like those ones look like they really wanted to have, like they really was intact. This is why I don't believe that they were nefarious, because they seemed like they had their mental faculties on point. Now, one thing people don't notice is that the grays, the ones that are biological engineered, are used by the cosmos period. Like the Anunnaki used them, the Draconians used them, the Palladians used them. Everybody used them because they like basically AIs. But those ones, those other ones are really the ones that are the real ones. You know, the real ones that aren't biologically engineered. So those are the ones that, they could, that was very interesting. That was very interesting.
And then I had that other incident that happened in my bedroom where it was like a being that it was like the light just came and it fell and it was like right in front of me. It was like that being. That was really interesting because it looked like he had like a beard and, he was like, I don't know what kind of being that was. I was like, I don't know if it was an ancestor.
If it's a beard, it's probably the Anunnaki most of the time. No, those are the ones with the beards.
So it's funny you say that because my daughter actually pulled up something and she pulled up some pictures of the Anunnaki and she's like, if you look, because if you have, it was a little blurred, but you can kind of see some of the features were right there. So I don't know what that was about.
Happened to me a few times.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
Wow. She said that happened to her a few times.
Well, they just appeared out of nowhere. They appeared as a light. It was like an orb of light, and then that light dropped down, and then boom, that image appeared. And again, I was really good with the camera because I saw it and I slowed it down, and then when I actually zoomed in, I couldn't believe when I saw it was actually a being, And like I said, he had a beard. And he did look kind of Anunnaki-ish, you know. So.
Yeah, that's, and I believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that could have been the case. I wholeheartedly believe that could have been the case. You know what I'm saying? You never know. There's so many different things in this plane, in these realms, that we have no clue of. Right. We have no clue or no knowledge of. We just all learning exactly what we are, and this is the amazing part about it. This is why I dive into those shroom experiences. Is I might have one tonight. Because when I do, it gives me more content too. If I do dive in, I'm gonna come back with so much stuff to talk about.
Absolutely.
It's so much to talk about after that. It's like, I come back in gratitude, and I come back like, well, I remember having a psychedelic experience, right? And before I went in there, I was mad at somebody. I was like, just, how you hold grudges sometimes. But by the time I came back, I was like, man, I ain't mad about nothing. I had no more grudge. I was like, I'm at peace. Yeah. I'm at peace with everything. I'm like, I even called that person and just was like, forgave him and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like a situation where once you come back from those, see, in this one experience, I had 10 grams. I had 10 grams in this one. This is where I seen the winged entities, winged beings. It's telling me that it's a great war that's going to happen. And they said it's going to be a great war between good and evil. And they said that the most important thing that's going to be, that we're going to need is love.
Yes.
That's the most important thing that we're going to need at this time is love. And they said, and then during this joint, I seen the trees coming into the joint of fight. I always say that. You know what I mean? And people don't realize the power of trees and that they really are sentient beings. They're ancient teachers.
I'm gonna check.
They're ancient.
That movie you said it's called Maleficent.
Maleficent, yeah. When you watch Maleficent, it's part in the scene. It's a scene in the movie where they show the queen. She basically, because it showed that everything was alive. The stick creatures would walk. Little creatures with everything was alive on this planet at one point, right? Everything was alive, and they show how they sprayed this stuff in the sky, and it actually stopped the magic. Their objective was to stop the magic.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I've
If
literally
anybody
cried
is interested,
before about
anybody is
that.
interested in the plant medicines, you got to hit me on Facebook at Calvin Strange Crippin, and I can connect you to the proper plant medicines to give you an experience. Whether it's iboga, now iboga is a mild one for some people that is too scared of the shrooms. Okay, iboga will make you feel like you plugged into a quantum computer.
Yeah.
But it won't be as scary as the shrooms. Okay. But I'm gonna be honest. I recommend you to take the shrooms and avoid the fear and say F the fear.
Right.
And really dive in.
I agree.
And you have to jump in the deep end. Okay. You have to take off the life vest. Okay.
I
You have to
agree.
jump in with no lifeguard or nothing. Jump fully in the deep end. Now and just don't be scared and face the fear. And then once you do it, you're gonna come back completely different.
I agree. And it's the best feeling afterward. Like you mentioned, you're in this, euphoric type feeling. It makes you feel so good. So yeah.
Now listen, I'm gonna keep it real with some people. If you got demons on you and you ain't vibrating in love, the shrooms might tear your ass up though. Okay?
Facts.
They might tear your ass up. Like you vibrating in love and stuff like that, and you got a certain frequency where they didn't tear you up. But if you in your ego and they need to adjust you and you need to be adjusted, they might tear your ass up.
Right.
They might.
You know,
I'm serious because they teach you. And they and listen, a lot of you have shadow aspects of yourself. When you see something bad in a trip or you think it's a bad trip, it's really a shadow aspect of yourself, a different dark part of yourself that you didn't really did you really tucked away, right? But the shrooms are gonna make you face that. They force you to do your shadow work. If you're a person that is a narcissist on the low, but you don't want to admit it, but low key you got narcissistic traits, or a person that lie and don't admit it, the shrooms will make you face your flaws.
Absolutely.
And make you see them like this.
Yeah.
Right in your face. Close. You're not gonna be able to
I've known some people that had some not so pleasant trips because they just weren't ready, completely yet, and they were going to it in a very fearful mindset. If you're very low vibrational and you have that fearful mindset, then it's you're gonna have that outcome. So
I had a time where the shrooms disciplined me for a minute, and then the mama came out later with the mama voice like, "Oh, it's okay." But then I had to whip my ass first, like, and then she came out like, "It's okay." You know how like the father whooped your ass and the mama come out later. The shrooms did that to me.
Right.
They just all cocky, thinking everything is good, and then the shrooms have to humble you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And once they humble you, they show you different aspects of self, different self-realizations you have to come to terms with, and then you literally can a chrono out of somebody can travel through time. You literally can during the experience could go back in time and heal childhood trauma during the experience. Literally travel. Go back in time, help the younger version of yourself and heal them. Console the younger version of yourself. Come back to the future and be completely fine with whatever happened in the past. That's how much cosmic surgery these shrooms can do. I'm gonna say that again. You can literally go back in time and heal a childhood version of yourself. I spoke with Mama T and she was telling me about that. And she had a psychedelic experience and was telling me how they allow her to go back in childhood trauma and stuff. You know, but this is the things that they do. They will make you. So if you are not accepting it. Sometimes the shrooms, like if they're the golden teachers or whatever, can be aggressive in their teaching method. And we'll show you, look, this is what you need to fix. You need to fix this right now. So, I mean, some of you are scared to take it. I mean, psilocybin shrooms, whether it's penis envy, whether it's the 8s, whether it's Mad Hatters, whether it's B+, no matter the strain, if they're real psilocybin, and you are, I recommend everybody to treat the shrooms with respect first and foremost. Some good advice for anybody that's interested in taking the shrooms. When you get the shrooms, clean your environment, clean your room. Archons attached to dirt and filth. Make sure your room is clean, sage the air, make sure everything is clean. When you get your shrooms, talk to them. I love you. I appreciate you. Show me, and introduce me to my higher self. You know what I mean? Talk to them and show them love and respect. You can even take a little sage and sage them down and clean anything that was attached before the person you got them off of before you got them. You can even put a little crystals around them. Speak some life into your. I go through a whole ritualistic process before I consume them and put them in my avatar. Facts.
I always have to be in the best of mood. I always make sure that my vibrational.
I appreciate you.
Yes, absolutely. Somebody asked you, do you have lion's mane? Somebody asked you, do you have lion's mane mushroom?
Yes, I have lion's mane mushroom, which is heresy and marinaceous. That is good for also healing autoimmune diseases and stuff, because lion's mane is going to be good for healing the stomach. So if you have any autoimmune issues, Crohn's, anything like any kind of issues, lion's mane mushroom is going to be more than good for detoxifying and activating the pineal gland. But remember, your gut is where most of the sickness and disease come from. So most things this is good that we are doing this live. Most people that like ginkgo biloba, but anything that's good for the brain is typically great for the gut also. Because remember, the gut has neurons. This is why you can get a gut feeling. because the gut has neurons in it. So this is anything like Harataki, for example. Ginkgo biloba, lion's mane mushroom is going to be phenomenal for any autoimmune disease as well. This is what a lot of people don't know about. So if you have any issues with any kind of autoimmune illness, start taking lion's mane, start taking things like Harataki, start using things like Ginkgo biloba, and it's going to be phenomenal. But now mushrooms is the first power up in a Mario game. Yeah, Super Mario has a lot of esoteric symbolisms. Not only does the mushroom make you bigger, which is your higher self, but it also gives you extra life. I talked about that in the video.
You have I remember you have a post about that. So
I talked about the reptilians, how Mario going to war with the reptilians and all that. All that.
Right. Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm gonna have to get up out of here. I got a early day in the morning with my candles. I got some stuff going on, but I have really thoroughly enjoyed it. We have to do this more often, and we definitely have to bring on I Am God's frequency. I think it'll be a beautiful, little session with her as well.
Yeah, we
So,
have a beautiful bill for sure.
yeah, for sure. But I truly, I'm honored to, be in your presence.
I'm gonna share this on TikTok. I'm gonna share these videos and all of that. Hopefully they don't take it down. You know how to be hating on me.
Right, I know.
I'm gonna share. Yeah. We'll see these joints go up.
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Peace and love to you, family. Much love.
Peace and love to you. All right. Skills now that they carry from their past lives, like you being, this shaman in a sense, with holistic remedies. And you were most likely shaman in other lives, and whatever, being an alchemist, doing whatever we do, we've done that in other lives and we perfect it each time, and we just have these, and we don't even know until we actually dive into it and we start working on different things and like, wow, I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
It comes naturally to us because most likely in our past lives we've done those things before. So
like the movie Infinity shows that. It's a movie on Paramount called Infinity, where he says he's remembering doing it. He's just remembering doing it. He's not, this is his first time learning it. He's actually just remembering doing
it. Absolutely.
You know like a good swordsman or something like that, or somebody who's a good singer or a good rapper, or somebody who's just naturally talented or something like that. They did it multiple times, and they just have so much experience with doing it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's true. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Yeah. But I really do believe I was a shaman and a herbalist in my past life. And certain experiences just showed me that in my past life I did these things.
I mean, the way you speak about these things and you're just so passionate about it, it's no doubt. I know that I co-sign on that. You definitely had something to do with that in the past life, So that's amazing.
But some of the things that we got to get into now is more or less utilization of the herbs, because also when you utilize the herbs more, it keeps you less hungry with intermittent fasting. That's another thing I noticed. With intermittent fasting, I can utilize certain herbs like black maca. I utilize a little cordyceps because it lowers cholesterol. And now when I use these things, I may not have to eat for a long time. Because
you're absolutely right. I find recently, I've been up and down with my appetite, right? Recently, it's gotten back to the point where I have barely an appetite, where I'm like, wow, I didn't eat today. What did I eat today? I'm doing more liquids. So I'm doing the intermittent fasting as well. All during the day, I'm not really taking in anything. And then I'm doing liquids. And then in the evening, and even when it's time for me to eat, I'm not even hungry. So sometimes I'll just skip. I'm like, I'm not even, my body is not even hungry, but I am using microroot as well. I put that in my water as well. I put like the chlorophyll, the microroot, the oil of oregano, and I also do moringa drops.
Yeah, moringa is 120 times more potent than vitamin C. Now, I've seen somebody in the comments say that food is a very big problem for me. This means that you need to parasite cleanse. You need to utilize like sweet wormwood, black walnut, whole cloves. Now, most of your cravings aren't your own. Most of the time, it's parasitic organisms that take residency in the colon that have the ability of sending. Now, you have to remember, you have 3 brains. Your stomach is a brain, your heart is a brain, and then you have your nervous system. So the way parasites work typically is they actually have the ability of traveling through your neural network. They can have the ability of traveling through your neurons in your stomach.
Damn, Haven. Damn, I took that long that it restarted.
That's called toxoplasmosis.
It restarted. I had to use the bathroom, Haven. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, that food we were just talking about was so good, but I had a good 32 ounce of prune juice with it just so I could flush it all out. So, my apologies. Anyhow, how'd you guys enjoy tonight's presentation? 13 concurrent. How'd you guys enjoy tonight's presentation? I got one more thing to show you guys before we get out of here. I think Juice uploaded something. Let's check it out.
Have you guys ever seen anything like this, y'all? Look at this, y'all. What is this? What is this weird structure coming out of the sky? Oh my, as of late this year, we have been seeing some extremely weird things going on in the sky, y'all. But this right here, this by far has taken the cake thus far. Cause I don't know what this is. It looks like a drill. It looks like an ice drill coming from the heavens. And it also looks like that dragon, that flying dragon from the Never Ending Story, y'all, doesn't it? And the fact that it's this type of shape before, like, y'all going to tell me this is, what is this, y'all? Have you guys ever seen a cloud shape like this? Let me show you something else. This was just in Georgia the other day. Why does this have the face of 47?
What's going on in Georgia?
Why does this have the face of 47? You guys can clearly see that. What is going on with this? This right here was spotted in Nashville, Tennessee.
What the fuck is that?
Look at that. Look at the colors.
What the fuck is that?
Y'all see the colors on that? And then this was taken by my goddess as we were driving down the 75. Look at that. Why does it look like huge wings? Do y'all see that? It's like whipping through the sky. Look, that's crazy. Wow, look at this. We can call this anything but normal, right, y'all? I don't know if normalcy is a thing in 2024 anymore. Because what is that? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace in.
Okay. He mentioned his channel glitch, so they reconnected. Who you talking about? Yo, no doubt, Kennedy. I hope you seen what I had said earlier. You feel me? Anyhow, what you talking about? Who glitched? It gotta be. Anyhow, that's the end of the presentation. This one is long, y'all. We got 3 hours and 13 minutes. Oh, yeah. He said it froze the XYZ, boom, boom. But it threw me way off, gotta be. It threw me way off. Anyhow, full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discretion is advised. Please do your own homework and research for proper discernment. If you've been here from the beginning, I send deep divine abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we go up. Anyone and everyone who has ever sown a seed with me, it will be returned 100-fold. The Most High using you as a divine blessing to divine support yours truly, because it's all about divine support. I just want to say peace and prosperity to you and yours, grace, gratitude, and thanks. Because it never goes unnoticed. It really does help the channel foundation, my well-being. If you'd like to do the same, links in the video description or the about tab on the channel. Honestly, you're not obligated. For the people in the back saying I'm asking for money, all this XYZ nonsense, go ahead with that. Hey, yo, listen, Haven, I love y'all. Anything else other than that? I enjoyed kicking it tonight. I think this was cool. This was a good vibe, especially after the recent live we had. You feel me? Not you, Kennedy, but I had someone else come through with some real BS at like 4 in the rising. I ain't with it. You feel me? So, respectfully, y'all love all y'all for just being 100, being yourselves, really rocking out XYZ. We up out of here, man. And I don't know. I can't promise you guys I'm going to go up next rotation. I can't say I'm going up. What is it, Saturday? I can't say I'm going up. So if y'all don't see me Saturday, I'll see y'all on Sunday most likely, because this is part of my routine. Sometimes it feels like, yo, thank you, gotta be. Sometimes it feels wrong. It feels wrong when I don't go up. Like if I don't go up, if I skip out on a rotation or two, it'd be like, damn, bro, you bugging. Like, why you ain't go up? You know what I'm saying? Other than that, definitely safe travel to Astros. I love y'all. Let's see if we can play a song. Something, because everything is copyrighted now. Everything is copyrighted. Let's try this. When I was a teen, let's try the Shot Down one. We're gonna play an actual song.
Yeah.
Safe travel to Astros, y'all.
We got another one. I'm so fly, I'm taking off. Do my thing, stack Benjamins, brush haters off and move on. I'm so fly, I'm taking off. Do my thing, stack Benjamins, brush haters off and move on. Yes, I did it. Touchdown on some millions, feels like I hit the lotto. And I'm on MTV hit list. And I did it for my brother, my mother, and my father. Don't forget my little sister, 2 years old, times are getting harder. When I make it, man, I got her. My flow sick, I sound hot. Swiss chase mugger, paper straighter than the mailbox. Nike checks, fuck shell tops, slow shoelace on the cell block. Caged up like dogs in the box. Fuck the cops, I've been through it all, I struggle. See, that's when them haters love you, but when you up, it's fuck you. Living my life, I'm comfortable. Seeing made the set, I'm rapping, cash money, affiliate money, getting tired of touching, get the step in, my bulldog who get the fetching.
You know I'm flying high, clothes always fly. Just wanna see a nigga shot down. I can see it in your eyes. You just wanna blow my high. Try you never see a nigga shot down. These bitches talking stupid, looking for a grip. Can't get shit from me. All you ever get is shot down. You know I'm flying high, clothes always fly. Just wanna see a nigga shot down. I can see it in your eyes. You just wanna blow my high. Try you never see a nigga shot down. These bitches talking stupid, looking for a grip. Can't get shit from me. All you ever get is shot
so
down.
So fly about to take off. These squirrels all on my acorns. Blow the grip, stupid bitch, you ain't like me when I ain't have shit. Damn, bro, these bitches bugging. Mistook me for some dude that she fucking and loving. Fuck cuffing, I'm ducking. Every chick I busted, that's right, they all a dub. No housewife can't fall in love. M-O-N-E-Y, chasing that till I die. Got wings on my back, truly blessed, I'm always fly. I quarterback that loud pack, middleman the running back. Gain some yards, going hard. Touchdown is Phil Ours, we taking over. Cause we some soldiers. All my niggas grimy, shouts out to my nigga soldier.
You know I'm flying high, clothes always fly. Just wanna see a nigga shot down. I can see it in your eyes. You just wanna blow my high. Try you never see a nigga shot down. These bitches talking stupid, looking for a grip. Can't get shit from me. All you ever get is shot down. You know I'm flying high, clothes always fly. Just wanna see a nigga shot down. I can see it in your eyes. You just wanna blow my high. Try you never see a nigga shot down. These bitches talking stupid, looking for a grip. Can't get shit from me. All you ever get is shot down.